आपके पास ट्रांसमीटर कौन कौन सा वाला साइड पे देखो कौन कौन सा नंबर है।
ये नहीं है वाला, ये 5 है, 5 ओके ओके 6 है ये
आपका 6 है।
यार ये तो है हाँ ये 6 है
और हफीज आपका 3 है।
3 है ओके 6 हो गया ये देखो ना मतलब 3 है
3 है मतलब कनेक्ट हो गया देखिए कि वेरी गुड 6 वाला भी कनेक्ट हो गया ठीक है। आप कौन सी साइड जाओगे हफीज।
मैं इधर चल गया
इधर चलो पूरा मैं अंदर लगा रहा हूँ। टाइप सी
Unless it's someone who is
टाइप सी तो अच्छी भी है ये ले लैपटॉप में चल रहा है। तीन कैमरे
pretty good at those stuff.
सर ये 3 कैमरे क्यों हमारे पास। दोनों को हमारे पास 2 है।
As you said, if
तो हमें क्यों नहीं लगाया।
that's the
वो है और ट्रांसमीटर इधर आपका चाहिए उधर लगता है।
वो भी बिल्कुल इधर ही तो है
it's not go for one. That's fine. Not being the that's really I think going to think so. So mine was a very
lucky
You got the boss back. You got the boss back.
so
So come on, what you been doing? How have you done your finger then?
I broke it when sleeping.
Sleeping.
Ah,
Yeah.
yeah.
When
They
they
said
yeah.
yeah.
Lovely, mate. Oh, so you out for a while?
Yeah, I've been outside.
I didn't buy
Daily doesn't oh yeah I know yeah just
That's on the stage. It's a outside. It's a rise.
Yeah, she was wearing the
Yeah, you do. I wouldn't get about 500. Yeah.
but it's
The only thing about 500
इसलिए बोर हूँ
you
कि
can't actually put your neck run like right. Yeah, you can't. There's like
सर्जिंग प्लास्टिक सर्जरी करना पड़ेगा कहाँ से दिलाएंगे। मैं तो देख रहा हूँ जाएगा तो।
he started off this
I didn't know trying
तो आज अब कोई ऐसे नाश्ते लस्ते ऐसे नहीं लगेंगे। इंटरनेट पे सीरीज है हाँ।
looking
क्या पता है सीधे नहीं तो फिर जाके वो हमारे नोट लगा ये कार्ड लाट रहे हैं कार्ड एक कार्ड ले लेते हैं ये
साढ़े आज तक
सारी साड़ा फोटो वाला है समझ रहे हो ना
यार इट्स
समझ ले
ओके
so that's what happened.
अच्छा जी हमारे पास ट्रांसमीटर कुछ ज्यादा ही है।
हाँ मैं
तो ये मैच करने हमने साथ
मुझे एक नंबर दे दो ना मैं वो एक रोमिंग कैमरा वो लगा रहा हूँ
7 और 5
सात तो ये भी है
7 वो है ये 5 है ये 2 रोमिंग कैमरे पे जाएंगे। ठीक है, 7 और 5 ये आपने साथ रख दिया। और ये हमारे पास एक्स्ट्रा पड़े हुए हैं।
और आपको पता है रोमिंग कैमरा जाएंगे कहाँ?
एक तो इधर होता है ना, वो मार्की लगा हुआ है इधर,
अच्छा, उसमें
एक उधर उधर जाएगा। उधर से राइट हैंड साइड उधर मिड ऑफ पे, लॉन्ग ऑफ पे,
लॉन्ग ऑफ पे
साइड टीम के साथ।
सिग्नल सही नहीं आते इधर।
दोनों दोनों टीम इधर बैठे थे।
एक इधर बैठे थे, हाँ, दोनों उधर ही बैठे थे। एक उधर ही था ना, हाँ, एक उधर ही था।
ओहो, इधर दोनों एक साइड से दोनों एंगल आ रहे हैं।
आपके यहाँ पे क्लोजेस्ट कौन सा है?
नहीं, फिर ऐसा करते हैं ना, इस पे ऐसा करते हैं ना, इसको मैं लगाता हूँ इसका ट्राइपॉड, इसको मैं इधर बाएं इधर हैंग कर दूँ। अच्छा, ये भी इधर बहुत सारे हैं ना, वो कंजेस्टेड हुए होते हैं तो सिग्नल सही नहीं आते, तो लंबे वाला केबल लेते हैं तो इधर थोड़ा हैंग कर देते हैं, इधर ऊपर नहीं कर देते।
इधर ही लगाते हैं ना हर टाइम, इधर लगाते हैं ऊपर।
इधर लगा हुआ था, फिर इधर बैठ गया, बैठ गया फिर चला।
या तो फिर चेयर रख के उसको ऊपर रख के देखता हूँ, उधर से मैं नीचे रखा था। हाँ,
ये भी हो सकता है, आपको भी उधर हैंग करना पड़ेगा, ये मार्के के साथ में मार्के लगा के इधर ऊपर उसको हैंग करना पड़ेगा।
नहीं, चेयर पे रखे ना, फिर मेरे ख्याल में जो पिछले 2 में शेयर से रिस्क नहीं, जो पिछले किए थे उसमें मैंने चेयर पे रखा था, तो सही कर रहा है।
यही ऑप्शन करना पड़ेगा। आज पूरा दिन है ना आपका, तो फिर ऐसे करते हैं। ये नहीं है। अरे पूरा लेना को थोड़ा इस करते हैं ना, क्योंकि जीवन से लगेंगे बहुत थोड़े ट्राई करते हैं और उसके छोड़ते हैं ना, तो रेलवे से पकड़
Come on, have faith. I'll put you better. I'll put you better than that. Come on, I'll put you better than that.
ये सारी मेरी
Then it's really scientific from the back there, or the white and then like,
या फिर तो एक्स्ट्रा पैसा
Mary's given me one in a box.
in a box, okay.
Yeah, one new one. And ideally, if you can spare one with XDI. Because their guy hasn't got any HDMI cable. But I think we need to.
या फिर क्या
Yeah, so I'll take it. I'll take it. All right, mate. Beautiful.
Yes.
जुगाड़ करना है इसका।
जुगाड़ करना है। नहीं आ रहा है, हिसाब लगाओ।
ये सरकार हो गया है, ठीक आता है। नहीं आगे से तो आगे तो रखा मेरे ख्याल आपके पास वो ट्रांसपेरेंट वाला है।
बैटरी बॉक्स में लास्ट लगा था। दूसरा वो तार के साथ माइक भी भेजा हुआ है। नहीं, माइक तो ये रहा, वो ले जाएगा।
सर ये
मैं ना थोड़ी सी बैटरियां भी चार्ज पे लगा रहा हूँ। बैटरियां चार्ज पे लगा रहा हूँ।
अच्छा से करो, उस साइड पे लगा देना, उधर पहले उधर बाद में देखते हैं। हाँ, उस साइड पे लगा देना, पीछे पे लगा देना, आगे इधर का बाद में सोचते हैं क्या हालती है, टेबल मूव करते हैं या करते हैं वाला घुमाते हैं।
लास्ट वाले देख,
हाँ लास्ट वाले पे कर दें, कवर होता है। वैसे लंबी लंबी कैंची हो तो
green depends on
है पीती नहीं है पीती आ रही है नहीं नहीं आ रहा
yes.
क्या क्या रोला बनाया
तीन भाई हाँ जी सुते हाँ जी भाई तो काम तेरा नहीं है पर काम है टीवी तो पिछला yeah absolutely fine so Bluetooth is on
मैं क्या कह रहा हूँ इस तरफ पता किया ना पता कर पता क्या अच्छा ऐसे कर देते हैं नहीं थे बारिश तो वैसे यार मतलब नहीं आ रही
कमरा नहीं और दो बोर्ड और दो बोर्ड है जी यहाँ पे और कोई ना जड़ा के थोड़ा बहुत चांस है छोड़ भी नहीं मिलता हाँ जी
चेक कर उस्मान यार किस मिल जाए ना रस्सी ऐसे लगाने को वैसे आपने उसके लिए एक लकड़ी अपने लिए लगवा लेते हैं
हसीन बस
So stand up.
अगर बारिश होनी है आपने बार देखना गेम में
add one more go no I had a movie that I went for a while. Like was this then you know I'm trying to get back in shape. Yeah, I've lost 15 kgs. Loading out here. You next time. आप लोग देखते हैं आप हेलो
तब सब टीम का यार एसटीआई लगेगी उधर आइडिया में इसका खराब है
आया कम
you gotta do it. That's great. Susanna. Today we have matches at no GDP. GDP no doesn't have match today, you know. And now two teams are there, and it's this weather. They ask for a 10. So whoever the staff is there, he's asking them to pick up $100. But it's a CHK league. Why would they charge them? It's expensive. Yeah, but they should know when we are using it for cricket Hong Kong leagues, like they should have to schedule that like Uncle Troy or anybody else. Yeah.
下場嗰個係咪？下場嗰個。
Get that.
शेड में लेने चाहिए आ गया अभी तो
आ गई भाई
लगा दी किसी को लगा दिया लगा दो कितना तो क्या ये कितना मांगो तो उसके लिए बराबर के लिए हो जाए
यहीं रख रहा हाँ शेड में रख देना
ऐसा भी करी अच्छा उधर आ गई और कौन सा कैमरा है ये तो हो गया रोमिंग दूसरा रोमिंग राइट
ऊपर करके लगा
फिलहाल ऐसे लगा देते हैं
इसके ऊपर हैंग करके इसका फिर जुगाड़ करते हैं ऊपर नहीं हो जाएगी बात इसको थोड़ा ऊपर करना
हाँ ये एक बार मैं भी कहने लगा था बंद कर दो इसको बारिश तेज हो जाती है बारिश और सीधा
सारे बैग कौन सा जो चाहिए होगा वो बेचा है ये भी डाल दीजिए
डाल
सारे डाल
डाल दिया
सारे पार्ट देखो यूट्यूब तो बिल्कुल ना रहते
बस ही एक 5 लगा ठीक है ना
पॉइंट चेंज से रोटिंग से
इधर नहीं यार
Oh yeah, I think
और इन्हें देने ना पूरा बता देंगे प्यार के पास हाँ डिमांड है
बात करने की है चली गई लो चलने के जाने था अच्छा यार कितना गया तू भाई को क्या मैंने कहा
फोर का टिल्ट है टिल्ट ठीक हो सकता है एक फ्रेंड जूम इन करें टिल्ट है
solid.
ये आगे डाल दी ऐसे काम कर सकता है ये टेस्ट करो अगर तो फीडबैक perfect to the last day. You didn't have to say that. Pues más sí para mí así yo. Yo pues de verdad que sí esa gente que hace igual son tan logros sólidos en el que se lo trae para bien pasar.
बिग बॉस कहते हैं आप ठीक है अल्लाह के दिन ठीक काम सेट है
मेरे वाला काम करती है
मैंने यार मैंने फिर नीचे आ गया या फिर है ना फिर फ्रेम जूम इन करना
वो करना कैसे करना जरा उससे दिया
मैं करना चाहता अभी इसको थोड़ा सा ऊपर करो। नहीं मैं बताता हूँ आपको, मैं जुगाड़ बताता हूँ आपको, थोड़ा सा ऊपर करो। हाँ मतलब इसको पीछे विकेट को मिडिल में करो। ठीक है और अभी एक मिनट 2 मिनट काटो। एक करो एडजस्ट करो। हाँ यहाँ पे अभी बराबर करो। नहीं मिडिल पे नहीं है, मिडिल पे नहीं है। अच्छा एक से मूव करो, हल्का सा रूट कर। ठीक है अच्छा इसको मिडिल में लाने का पता है कैसे ट्रिक क्या है? तो मिडिल में विकेट ये वाला मिडिल में रहे और साइड वाले दो जो विकेट है इनके कोने आने चाहिए। तो उसके साथ साथ वाले विकेट है इनके कोने आ जाए, सिर्फ कोने आ जाए। जैसे राइट वाले का कोना आ रहा लेफ्ट वाले का नहीं आया तो वो जूम इन करोगे तो वो कोना आपका बन जाएगा। अभी इसको नीचे करो। ये इधर परफेक्ट है। ये सीधा हो सकता है आपसे राइट साइड पे थोड़ा हाँ यहाँ पे परफेक्ट है। यहाँ पे छोड़ दो बस उसको भी नीचे कर लो। टिल्ट अगर ठीक हो सकते तो वो कर दें क्योंकि लेफ्ट साइड पे थोड़ा गिरा हुआ है ना तो वो बराबर हो जाएगा। तो मान लो वाली मिनट नहीं करा बाकी तो यहीं पे थोड़ा सा ऊपर करो, थोड़ा ऊपर नहीं आपके लिए आपका छोड़ दे ऊपर अभी
ये जबरदस्त
अभी आपने पता कितनी जगह चढ़नी है वो ग्रीन वाला बोर्ड नजर आ रहा है ना उससे थोड़ा सा ऊपर रखना है बात ये याद है। तो वो नीचे से टाइट नहीं है ना, वो नीचे वाला ना फ्रेम पे उसको वो उधर से टाइट करो और ऊपर वाले को से टाइट करो। वो टाइट नहीं है इसलिए ऊपर चला गया।
वो तो नहीं होगा
तो जिस पे छोड़ के आ रहे हैं गाड़ी से आए जो बुरा है उसका ना होता है मेरे को लाया देगा।
निशान भाई कैमरा लेके मिडिल जाए ना प्लीज।
ये ऑडियो आपका रेडी है? जी तो माइक ये ले जाओ ना रेडियो तो ले जाएगी रिकॉर्ड पे आना पड़ेगा।
It's match day 3 at the HK Men's T20I series, proudly supported by the India club. All to play for today. We're going to find out who gets to the finals with these next 2 matches. Now, Mr. S. Gandhi and the 2 captains, Ikramullah and Aslam, are both ready. Aslam, I believe you got the coin.
That is the goal. And it is Spain's Kuwait won the toss. Good.
Aslam, I think we picked that up on the mic just now. What's your decision?
We're going to bowl first.
And I guess a big reason for that, of course, is the possibility of rain and, of course, DLS coming into the equation.
Yeah, definitely. This is one of important match for us, and especially, we have to speed up our game. So we hope if we bowl first, we can speed up the game, that first innings. And even, this moisture also is there. That fact also we're going to take advantage.
Any changes to your 11 or going with the same team?
Yeah, today one change is there. Yasin Patel sit out because of the sick, and Naveen make a debut today.
Aslam, so nice to see you in Hong Kong once again. Good luck today.
Thank you. Thank you.
Ikramullah, you're going to be batting first. Is that what you wanted, or you also wanted to bowl first?
We are also positive, so I think it's good to bat first on this track. So I don't think so it will, affect us like the way we played first match. So it's look good. So we are positive. So we're going to make a good total.
Do you have any changes to your 11?
No, it's the same side.
Okay, best of luck. Thank you so much. So there you have it. The news from the middle. Kuwait have won the toss. And of course, they have chosen to bowl first. Now let's take a quick look at this surface. I'm going to make a brave prediction here. Actually, I think we're still going to have a lot of runs today. We do see a few cracks on this surface, a little bit of grass there in the middle. So if you bowl in the power play, you hit the deck hard, you might get a bit of extra bounce. You might get some early wickets. And I think that's what Qatar needs. They need early wickets to hold back this strong, intimidating Kuwaiti batting lineup. Back to you, Harman.
Club has been the cornerstone of the community since our formal registration in 1967. Initially focused on Indian community, we have embraced a diverse membership that reflects the multicultural fabric of Hong Kong. Membership at the club is open to all nationalities. We believe sports brings peoples together. We have 2 international tennis courts, and then we have 1 badminton court. We have a gym, we have function rooms, and a restaurant serving delicious ethnic Indian food. Cricket has found a new home in India Club. In the last 4 years, we have grown from 1 net to 6 nets, and we are the only club in Hong Kong to have 6 cricket nets, of which 2 nets are with actual turf.
Actually, we started our club in 2020. That time we have only 1 junior team and 1 senior team. We have now 11 junior teams. We have Saturday League 2 senior teams, and Sunday League also we got it last year. And we have a women's team we are also getting from last 2 years. So we're doing well, and we are just improving day by day, and that's our plan is to get more teams in junior league and senior league as well.
Qatar taking on Kuwait in a very decisive day, the third day after a rest of yesterday. At the toss, where Jay was present with both the skippers, it was the captain of Kuwait who decided that he wants to go for a bowl first with a little overcast conditions as well. They will be wanting to get their run rate adjusted as well and chase it, which might also bring in the DL pass score in line. Joining me in the comm box is going to be Mr. J. Over to you.
Yeah, thanks, Harman. I'm excited. We're actually going to get some play. Had some ominous dark clouds as I was walking to the ground this morning. But it's brightened up. And that's good news, especially if you're in that Kuwait camp. They definitely don't want to wash out, and things have gone right for them at the toss. They won the toss, unsurprisingly, choosing to bowl. As we all know, Harman, that's exactly what you want to be doing when DLS could potentially come into the equation.
Yeah, and also they want to use the early morning conditions as well, the overcast, a little moisture present on the wicket. You were there for the pitch. You know that the early 45 minutes, I feel, is a little testing period for the batters. That's where the bowlers want that movement to be doing. And also a very proud moment for Naveen Raj as he debuts. I've seen him a lot in the domestic circuit. Will be playing his first international game. You know how special a moment that is.
Yeah, absolutely. He bowls a bit of off spin, a bit of leg spin as well. It's going to be interesting to see what kind of role he plays in those middle overs. Tell you what, it's going to be a bit of a wet ball. It's not going to be easy to grip.
Yeah, that's true. And also, you've got the two openers of Qatar. It's going to be Ganesh alongside Rafai. Qatar has been struggling to get their way up. A lot of players missing out, a lot of new players in that side. We had a chat with Mr. Toby, the head coach, the newly formed head coach of Qatar. And that's what he said is, we are making a new team. A lot of adjustments to be done. And it's also the perfect time to just lay the foundation. Let these players explore themselves, get that combinations right. And also you've got that one player that I've got my eyes on is going to be Shazeb, the wicketkeeper batter. Very aggressive, both the games. He's got 30 plus. Very promising talent.
And I tell you what, I've got my eyes on Shafiq right now with the new ball. He's got that bustling action, height. So often we see him striking in the power play as well.
Yeah, he's one of the quickest that Kuwait has at the moment, as they're missing out the services of Syed Munib. You must be knowing about him.
Oh, we love Syed Munib in Hong Kong. It's entertained many a crowd here at TKRG.
Yeah, he's someone who can strike the ball also very powerfully. We call him the Pathan power, the Afghan Express.
Very mellow off the field, though, Syed Munib.
Oh yeah, he's got a very, very dry sense of humor. Here comes the ball number 1, Shafiq with a slip in position. And it's in the air. And also, oh, misfield. That will be a boundary. Just couldn't save that one.
Yeah, I tell you what, I was about to say good start for Kuwait, testing out the middle of that wicket, getting that extra bounce. That's not what you want from your deep third fielder. Just been a single, a bonus boundary conceded.
Yeah, that should have been saved. As a fielder, Anudeep would be gutted. Should have saved that one. I was about to just say, that's a good stop. And well, probably it was just the commentator's curse in my mind, I would say. But 4 runs for Qatar, it's a good start. They'll be more than pleased with that. Oh, good delivery. A little movement as well. Shy at the stumps. And a good backup from Umar, another youngster that Kuwait has got.
Yeah, it's a youngster on the ball as well, Meet Bhavsar. The supremely talented Meet Bhavsar. He's going to have a big role to play at that number 3, number 4 position for Kuwait. So young, Bhavsar. He's come through those age group ranks. But in spite of his ripe age, he's one of the leaders of this unit, I feel.
Yeah, well, he's been someone who's debuted at the age of 14. Holds that record of the youngest player in T20Is. Oh, good delivery again. Shaping away. Didn't really carry towards the keeper.
And you can see Nagarajan just a bit wrong-footed there as well. His feet rooted to the crease. It's a good change-up. Pitch it up. Try and get that outside edge. Bring that slip into play. The familiar face of Ravija Sundaruan at first slip.
Yeah, he's someone that Hong Kong knows very well. That 100 in Malaysia last year. He's had a good outing here as well. Here comes the 4th delivery. That's in the air. Flicked away. Will be runs. As they've got a fielder in the deep. Nimish Latif. Another run added on. And Rafai will be on strike for the first time in this contest.
It's not going to be easy. Bit of early movement already. But if you're in that Qatar camp, you want to get a nice strong start in this power play. Maybe get a cheeky 50, 55, 60 runs in that power play. Set things up nicely.
Yeah, and not losing wickets, Jay. That would be very important. You don't want pressure on the batters. That's well played. Although there will be no runs on offer. But a good confident strike there.
Yeah, just a bit watchful in these first few overs. We spoke about that possibility of early movement. And also against one of their strike bowlers. If you can just get through that first over, get your eye in, deprive Shafiq of those early wickets, and you increase your chances of putting a strong total on the board. Last ball is another play and a miss. Good comeback from Shafiq. 5 off the first over. And it's 5 for none.
A good outing. Good start. That boundary and a single off the bat of Ganesh. No runs apart from that. And also bowling from that archer end is a little tricky. The shorter side of the boundary is not easy for any bowler. And you've got to be adapting towards it as soon as possible. especially in the power play, not leak any runs. And there's Anudeep. Did have a misfield in the very first delivery. This is his debut tour as well.
And just going back to that point you made about the Argyle Street and those short straight boundaries, I think that's where a bit of an advantage comes in if you're Nepal, Hong Kong, or Kuwait, with all that game time and experience at TKRG. You know it's a massive risk bowling a finger spinner from the Argyle Street, and we don't see the home team doing that too often.
Yeah,
Even
right.
Ahsan Khan prefers to bowl from this end.
Rightly mentioned, and that's where Kuwait has missed that trick. Oh, lovely delivery there. Good shape, swinging away from the batter. A dot ball to start, and that will boost his confidence. Early days in international cricket, you need a few wickets as well to just joy you up.
I like that length as well, that in-between length. You can see that Nagarajan, he was trying to get a nice stride forward to smother that swing. When you bowl that length as a batter, you don't know, should I come forward, should I stay back?
Yeah, he's also got a slip in position, so probably wants that edge to be coming in from the batter. Comes the second delivery. Oh, dances down. That's a good shot. And that might just be the first, or not, the second boundary of the Qatar innings.
Yeah, I like that. I like that intent, Harman. If you're going to go aerial, clear the infield, and get your hands through the ball. Good little start here for Nagarajan. A couple of boundaries, like you said. Bit of pressure on Anudeep.
Yeah, you just don't want the bowler to be settled. And that's the right way to say is that intent is there. He's looking a little aggressive. They need to fix up the combinations as soon as possible. They want to upset the chances of Kuwait as well. If Kuwait win here, then they got to rely on the next game. Hope that it rains so that Hong Kong can be knocked out.
Oh, what a comeback. That's how you do it. Anudeep Singh, perfect shape on the ball.
Lovely delivery. How did that miss the edge? Is what the bowler would be thinking about.
It's too good. It was too good to take the edge.
He's been doing well in the domestic cricket as well. He's got himself into that national squad. It's been very effective with both the new and the old ball. He's got a very good slower one. Has just been trying to adjust to the conditions here in Hong Kong. It's his first tour. It's a little challenging as well. That's skied. There's a chance. It's Bilal Tahir underneath. And he's got the safest pair of hands. And there's the wicket number 1 for Kuwait and Anudeep in his international career.
I'm impressed. My first chance taking a look at Anudeep. Great comeback after conceding that boundary. Again, nailed his length. Nagarajan trying to manufacture a shot there. It only led to his demise. Nagarajan gone for 9. Qatar, they're 9 for 1 in the second over.
Yeah, he's got himself in that wickets column. He'll be more than relaxed and pleased. So pretty good catch. Bilal, very safe fielder.
He's got massive hands, doesn't he, Bilal?
Good hands.
Yeah, trying to shake Bilal's hand. My God. I shook his finger, not his hand.
Did you enjoy your hand a bit? He's a powerful guy. And Anudeep getting a wicket brings in the skipper of Qatar, Ikram. He was there in that toss. What was the chat about? What did he say?
He said, yes, we would have liked to bowl first as well. But he shrugged it off in a stoic way. These things happen in cricket. You still have to come out there, score runs.
Yeah. And that's what happens is you got to be a little bluff master as well. Even if the toss didn't go in your favor, you should have been saying, yes, we wanted to bat first. Well, the slip continues for the left-hander. Here comes Anudeep. Another good length. I like that length, that carry towards the wicketkeeper. Another dot ball.
Yeah, still early days, but it seems like they've read the pitch perfectly. They've nailed their lengths as well. Got some nice grass covering at that back of a length area, the middle of the pitch as well. I wonder if later in this innings we're going to see the bowlers just test out the middle of this pitch when the field spreads out.
Yep, after power play, we'll have to wait and watch what's that length gonna be. Oh, that was another very good delivery. Just the 4 runs plus a wicket after 2. It's 9 for the loss of 1.
It's getting windier and windier here at TKRG. And they're enjoying themselves, these Kuwaiti fast bowlers.
See a lot of clouds moving as well. I hope the rain gods stay away from the TKR side. They could be raining anywhere else, I don't mind, but not at the ground, please. We want full 2 games. I'm very excited for the next game. The host nation, Hong Kong taking on Nepal. That's going to be a cracking contest. Also, the dynamics. If Kuwait win this one, then Hong Kong has to win if they want to play the finals. That net run rate might come in play. That'll be interesting.
Oh, he's gone up and over. Oh, bit of a chance in the deep there. I think it's cleared him, yeah. Gets his arms up, John Prakash. So a streaky way to pick up the first maximum of the day, but doesn't matter how they come.
Yeah, but Jay, that was a shot and a half. That was more of an uppercut. Slashes it away. That was a really good hit. Rifai gets that away.
Thought he was going to drag it back in for a minute.
Would have taken a special effort though. That would have been the best catch of this series.
Shafiq again. Again, he's got the batsman with both feet in the air. It's making him jump.
It's also the bounce that he's been getting. I'd like to see a bouncer come in because he's got a deep square leg and a deep third. That's his 2 fielders outside of the circle. There is no mid-off. Surprisingly, he's got a wideish cover. There is a mid-on in position. And that slip for those edges.
Might just see a double bluff as well. Yeah, there you go. Trying to go a bit full there. Tucked away for an easy single. It's a game of chess right now between Qatar and Kuwait.
I was never good at chess.
I'll be honest, I do not know how to play chess.
I'll be honest as well. I join you in that team. Never got the idea of it, to be very honest. Know a few very good players who really enjoy a game of chess.
Yuzvendra Chahal?
Oh yeah, he's a chess master, has represented India in chess as well. Man of many talents.
He's more talented than me.
Well, I don't want to say anything on that. You're talented in your features, I would say.
I just heard someone laugh far too loud at that joke. I don't know who that was.
Probably got to do the searching for that. Vikram back on strike. The skipper is yet to get off the mark.
Again, that bounce. Good comeback after conceding at maximum. Ikramullah yet to get off the mark.
Yeah, even that maximum was not a bad delivery, I feel. Had it been any other ground, that might have been a catch towards the deep third. It was just the use of the pace and not a very big boundary. That's why they call this a batter's paradise.
Interesting graphic on the left of screen. Projected score of 120. Again, extra bounce and just goes down. Hey, I think that counts as a drop. I don't think it went to him on the half volley.
Probably that was a drop catch. There were 2 of them. There was Ravija who was entrusted but couldn't reach. Usman did get that glove towards it and call it a drop. But that was a good delivery though. That's what the length I was expecting. That bouncer, that you asked the batter to go for that pull.
Perfect line as well. Straight at the batter's head.
Well, your projected score now down to 113. They got to get that pace picked up.
The over. Shafiq, he's been close. Wants to get in that wickets column. Round the wicket. Hold, it's high, but how long? Taken again, 2nd wicket down. Qatar 16 for 2 now. The skipper is going to have to walk back to the shed.
This was the length I was talking about. That bouncer asking the batter to go for the pull. And this time, that was one of the easiest catches that could be taken. It was Bilal Tahir again. 2 catches, both by him. And the skipper goes without troubling the scorers. 3 overs, 16 for the loss of 2.
The man of the hour, Bilal Tahir. Always a popular guy when Kuwait is playing. Even more popular after taking those 2 high catches.
Well, I think he's more popular in Hong Kong than in Kuwait. And he loves playing in Hong Kong. I was there in the pre-game presentation, the mid-innings presentation in the last game. And he batted really well against Nepal, got 32 of 13. And he said, well, this is my favorite spot. Everybody has, and I have to say Hong Kong is my favorite playing conditions.
That is scary. That is scary if you're in the opposition camp.
Yeah, and he's won a lot of games against Hong Kong as well.
You don't have to remind me.
Well, I'll keep reminding you in a good way. And here comes Shehzab. Another very good batter in at number 4. Very promising talent. Both games has got 30 plus. He's also
Hey,
the
he was your
wicketkeeper.
man to watch.
Yes. And I hope he sticks to that. And Anudeep returns for his second over.
Oh, just short of that first slip. Again, great shape on the ball.
That was an excellent delivery. A late swing. Almost had the edge. Didn't carry towards Ravija. Had first slip in the cordon. Oh, that was close. Should he be a couple of steps forward? What do you reckon?
Yeah, it's a tough one, isn't it? Because there is some juice in this surface.
So you mean it's a juicy track?
Yeah, we've seen some extra bounce as well. I think it's one of those things you pitch it up, it might not carry. If you go short of a length, oh, it'll carry. It'll come at you fast. Again, nice and consistent with those lines underneath.
It looks like the rest day has worked for Anudeep. He's come back more focused, more confident. First 2 games didn't have a very good outing. He was wicketless, but here he's picked up a wicket already.
And I like how he's getting through his action. There are no speed guns here, of course, but he looks like he's around that 130, 135 max. But you don't have to be express. I think he complements Shafiq really, really well. 2 very different seamers, Anudeep and Shafiq. That's a bit wide. Chases on here for Bhavsar. And it's going to be a useful boundary here for Qatar.
Well, that was a good shot there. Piercing the gap, meet with the chase, but the ball winning it. He is a quick fielder. Had that sprint on, but just couldn't save it. And I've seen that. I've got to compliment the groundsmen. They've done an excellent work. That outfield is so quick. If you middle it, it is going to support you. And that's so good to see.
Yeah, 100%. I think some of the overnight humidity as well, just making the ball skid off this outfield. It's 5-4 offside field right now for Rifayat. Goes big again, clears mid-on. Back-to-back boundaries here for Rifayat.
That was a good shot. Good timing on that one. Went aerial this time. Only had to clear the 30-yard circle. He's looking confident. Moves to 15. And here, Rifayat alongside Shahzeb have to build up that partnership. They lost early wickets. Anudeep being tested here under the waters.
I just love the balance while executing that stroke. It's not easy to play that on drive, especially the lofted on drive. It's known as one of the harder shots in the game. Anudeep, 2 balls left in this over. Nice and watchful. You hear it all the time. 20 overs, it's more time than you think.
Well, yeah. There's a lot of time to adjust as well. Even if you've not had a good power play, you can cover it up for the next overs. And that is something I'm sure Qatar will be thinking and hoping for. Because both these batters, Shazib has been that aggressive batter. And if you let him settle in, he might just score big today. So Kuwait will be still searching for that 1 or 2 big wickets inside of the power play.
Oh, he's gone big again. Again, it's gone high. Aslam under it. And he makes no mistake. We talked him up, Rafayat. Got a bit overzealous there. Got a bit selfish. And he's going to have to walk back too.
Yeah, the second one for Anudeep. He'll be more than relieved. Couple of fours. The next ball, a dot, and then gets that wicket. It was the captain Aslam with the catch. And 3 wickets down already in just under 4 overs. After 4, Qatar are 24 for the loss of 3 as Rafayat walks back for 15. Good start in the power play for Kuwait.
Yeah, 100%. Couldn't have asked for more. Aslam when he won the toss. Talked about the importance of early wickets. They've got the wickets, and they've barely conceded any runs.
Yeah, I was about to mention that he told during the toss as well that they want to wrap up the first innings quick. So, looks like the idea is pretty good. 4 overs, 24 for the loss of 3. You get another wicket or 2 and Qatar might just crumble.
And there are 2 ways to do that, right? Wrapping up the innings early, dismiss the opposition, or get through your overs quickly. And I think there's every chance of that first one happening.
Yeah. But also, we can see that the first 4 overs, there has been a lot of purchase for the pace bowlers. Do you reckon there's some purchase for spinners because they've got a debutant Naveen Raj in there? We've got Aslam, the left arm spinner, and Meet as well.
I personally think it's going to be a little tough to grip the ball. I mean, I was dragging that cable out there as well for the toss. That cable was moist.
Well, talk about spin, and we've got the left arm spinner there. Looks like, have they got any in-ear connected? Because they can hear the conversations out there inside of the comm box.
Oh, Aslam's a different beast, though. Great leader, genuine all-rounder. He's that glue in the middle order, a man for a crisis, but he can finish off a game.
And he looks very fit.
Very fit.
I think this is the fittest Aslam I have seen in a very long time.
I also want to find out what perfume he uses. I don't want to sound creepy, but...
I'll get you one next time. Shazib, very watchful there. Starts off with the dot delivery. You want to read the length a little bit about Aslam, while I'll ask him which perfume he uses, and might just bring you not 1, but probably 2.
Oh, wonderful. Bit of a round arm action with that delivery.
Yeah, he's got a slingy action. He's got a very tricky action. And he's trying to attack the stumps.
He gets through his overs so quickly as well. Just like that. Tucked away in the leg side.
Yeah, just a single. And I'm sure Kuwait won't mind those singles inside of the power play especially. And you've got Jasim on strike. And at number 5. A lot of responsibility up of these 2 men in the middle. Not a very pleasant score.
It's tough to know what to do as a batter in this situation. You don't want to end up in a situation where you're 45 for 3 after 10. You don't want to be that careful. Again, tucked away.
Well, I'll also like to see a slip coming in the card. Might just get an edge or 2. You just want to build that psychological mindset, I feel, as a batter.
Can't find the gap there.
Just trying to cut that away. It's a dot delivery. Well, Yasin Patel not playing, one of the ace left arm spinners, wicket taking bowler.
I tell you what, that was a bit too close to cut. Got bat on it, but in spite of that fantastic over for Aslam, just 2 off it. After 5, it's 26 for 3.
Good start for the captain Aslam, left arm spinner. Bowling from that shorter end. That is a little tricky as well to bowl from. Sorry, it was the harbour end. The Agar end. Oh, it was the Agar end. My bad. Probably need another cup of coffee.
It's interesting because we spoke about how a finger spinner doesn't want to bowl for that end, but Aslam is an anomaly.
It's like the captain leading from the front, being an example for his bowlers. Whereas I've seen a lot of bowlers telling their captains, especially those spinners, that I don't want to bowl from that end. I want to probably bowl from the harbour end road. Even Ehsan Khan, he bowls from the harbour end.
Absolutely.
For Anudeep, with a slip, last over of the power play. And he misses his run up. Dead ball the signal. We've seen a lot of bowlers miss their run up here. Is that very regular to watch?
Like I said, it's the slippery surface. You know, I was out there this morning as well with the shoes that don't have any spikes whatsoever. And I did have to be a bit careful.
Yeah, I think I can't buy.
But we're just glad the weather's held up so far. Touch wood.
It's pretty good. Nice breeze as well. Very chilling. I like this comb box. Very relaxing.
If it starts raining, it's because you did not touch wood.
I touch it now.
That's plastic.
Touch wood. That's how they do it back in India. Well, he's missed his run up a couple of times. And probably there might be a change. I reckon it's going to be the debutant Naveen Raj being handed on the ball.
Oh, that's an interesting one. Don't see that too often.
Yeah, I haven't seen that for a while. It's probably he's not really happy with his run up, and Naveen Raj, the debutant, comes in.
Yeah, I think it could be a matter of just trying to get through the overs a bit quickly as well. Aslam doesn't want to waste time with sawdust perhaps being brought on to the field. That can easily take up another 2-3 minutes. And time is of the essence.
Yeah, Naveen Raj, the debutant from Kuwait, has done well. But this is his first international fixture. So that's going to be very, very interesting to watch. Jasim will be on strike.
Just off camera. Looks a bit nervous and twitchy. Who wouldn't be?
Well, those nerves. You would feel that.
Tall man.
Oh, good delivery. Came in sharply towards the right-hander. He's a pretty tall fellow. And likes that high arm release as well. Can turn the ball both the ways. Is a leg spinner, off-break bowler as well. Very deceiving action. If you see. Not a good delivery there. Was the wrong gun. Just a single. I feel he looks very confident.
Yeah, well, I mean, with the start like that was a beautiful wrong-in. Well disguised. And that's the thing with leg spinners who have that high arm action. They tend to have really good wrong-ins.
And also I see a lot of leg spinners now not relying more on flight but being a little quicker through the air. There was an appeal. That'll be a dot delivery. Probably just came off the thigh guard.
Yeah, a bit of a juggle again from Usman. It's usually a bit more neat behind the stumps. One drop catch as well earlier in the innings. Didn't cost them much.
Kane, that wrong gun coming in sharply. Another dot delivery. You'll take that as a debut start.
Yeah, good time to come on to bowl as well. The team's already taken 3 wickets. Got a bit of a cushion there. Qatar, can they take advantage of these last 2 balls?
Not, I think so. Another dot delivery. Study out to be an excellent over. What a start for Naveen Raj. Just one more good delivery and he's good to go.
That projected score keeps coming down.
Well, if they keep losing wickets, it's going to be much lower than that, I can promise you. Oh, that was a fuller one. A Yorker length. And what a start to his international career. Just the 1 run off it. 6 overs done. 27 for the loss of 3.
I just want to bring up that point of net run rate again. If Kuwait, they can bowl Qatar out cheaply, chase that target down quickly. their net run rate will exceed that of Hong Kong's. And then Hong Kong, they're going to have to win, but also win quite convincingly against Nepal to make the final. But Nepal as well, on the other hand, they've also got to start watching out for their net run rate.
Yeah, there was a signal of that power play ending. And Aslam comes back. It looks like Jay is very happy to see Aslam back into the attack, continuing.
I'm a big fan. One of the best players in this tournament.
And Jassim tries to break the shackles, but only to find that wide-ish long on for a quick single. Umar Abdullah, he's yet to start with the bat. Another very promising talent. Can get you those big hits. Very aggressive.
Yeah, we were speaking about this as well off camera. I think you said a double century of 55 balls in club cricket in Kuwait.
That's a good hit. And he has cleared. That is going to be a half a dozen. Shahzaib finally gets started.
Yeah, what a shot. Not that short either from Aslam, but bang. Bit of a top edge, but he doesn't care, Shahzaib. You bat with intent.
Well, I feel he just gave a little too much of time on offer to the batter. Didn't come as quicker as we thought. And Shahzaib was not missing out on such an opportunity. He's a powerful lad. That's a better delivery. That'll be a dot ball. Straight towards covers.
Tell you what, they're not doing a bad job of picking up the boundaries, Qatar. In between the boundaries, there's not much happening. Not a lot of strike rotation.
Oh, that's in the air. We're probably going to land safe. Should be at least a couple of runs. And that's good fielding there from Clint to Anto. Well rebounded by Meath. Yeah, as you mentioned, it's very important to keep rotating your strike. 4s and 6s are very helpful, but that 1s and 2s are equally very important, which a lot of players miss during this time.
That's a good comeback. Aslam. Right on the money there. Again, like you said, very quick through the air. That's something that's changed in T20 cricket in the last 5-6 years. He's going to have to load up again now.
You can see Aslam was a little unhappy there, but then that fist bump says all is fair and square.
Last ball of the 7th. Shahzaib, is he going to go big? Not like that. Good comeback after conceding a maximum 9 off the over. After 7, Qatar are 36 for 3.
A couple of good overs here for Aslam, the skipper. 7 overs. That the run rate is a little bit of bother for me. 5.14. They need to accelerate, especially when you've got a player like Shahzaib. But he's also very watchful. Doesn't want to lose another wicket here. As Naveen Raj gets ready for his second over. The previous over was an excellent one. Just the 1 run.
Yeah, no, I completely agree. Good start. Still early days in his career. Still early days in his spell. But if you're Qatar, you have to target someone. You got to do it pretty quickly.
You rightly mentioned. There has to be one bowler that you got to target. Get that one big over of at least 15 or so. And that might just bring you back in rhythm. As we've seen, T20, it's a game of that 1 or 2 game-changing overs. And it could just lead to something special.
Absolutely. There's no point inching your way to 110, 120. It's not going to be enough against Kuwait.
Another good delivery, back of the hand. Just a single. Yeah, I reckon the pass score here should be at least 170, 180 any given day. Even 180, I feel, is just around that pass score. 190, 200, you're on more of that winning side.
Tell you what, though, high pressure game with so much to play for, 150, 160, that could be a challenge.
Yeah, provided you're going to bowl really, really well. You got to be very good in the outfield as well. Oh, that's a good shot. And that might just render for a 4. 1 bounce towards the fence.
Yeah, straight as an arrow, that from Jassim. Picks up his first boundary.
I reckon he was a little too full there. It was in the arc for the batter to take that away. And over the bowler's head, one bounce, two fielders. Could only watch that.
The run rate getting gradually quicker and quicker. Goes big again, tries to at least. Ooh, that's going to sting.
That's going to hurt him. He doesn't look in a very good position out there, Jasim.
But I like this from Naveen Raj. He's shown very good control of length. It's the second time in this over he's fired it in. Nice and full.
He starts opening as well with the ball. Commentator's curse there. Jay, wide, but a good take by Usman.
That was a quick delivery, though.
That was a quicker one. Used to call it shooter back in the days.
Balls left now. Productive over, 7 off it. Can they pick up another boundary? Guided, no run there. Shafiq with a strong throw.
Probably got the quickest arm there.
Just get the feeling something's going to give here. Jasim. Oh, it's hit him on the pad. It's a good delivery to close out the 8th over. It's 43 for 3.
Another good over for Naveen. Take that boundary away, just the 7 runs. There will be a lot of discussion as well in that drinks break. 2 overs away from that. So Aslam continues from the Agar end. The end which most of the bowlers don't like bowling from.
Yeah, when you bowl from the Argyle Street end, you've got to get your lengths right as a spinner. We've never seen him bowl full so far in this spell. He's trying to get the batters to hit square of the wicket. Once again, a single out to deep cover.
Also, he's got his best fielders out there in the deep. But Shafiq at deep square leg, deep mid wicket handled by Nimish.
Oh, wonderful, wonderful. Trying to guide that away.
He's been hitting the good length spot. And that might trouble the batters as they might not know which way it might just turn away.
He's gone straight. No chance. That short straight boundary. What a way to bring up the team 50.
That was a good shot.
Maximum, yeah.
Look at that one. Clean striking. Just missed his length by a whisker. But the batter has sailed it away outside the park. Could this be the over? That might just be a little accelerated one.
Yeah, they're starting to rebuild now. Promising partnership. Both batters now in double figures. Jasim, bit of a slow start for him, but he's catching up. His first maximum there. The shot of the innings so far. Do not count out Qatar. They're not here to get rolled over. They're a genuine threat. Jasim again goes straight and again picks up a maximum. That's how you do it. Moves into the 20s and in some style.
That was another good strike. Some ball searching as we will have a replacement of another cricket ball. Back-to-back sixes. We were saying that 1 over can change, bring you back in rhythm. And Aslam again trying to loop it away, giving a lot of time to adjust. And a batter like Jasim, who's so strong, with that end, where the boundary would be just 50 meters, I reckon, behind the bowler. Easy pickings.
Yeah, I think you're about right. Maybe 52 at the very most.
Yeah, but you could still give me those points.
I'll give you the point, man. I'll give you the point.
Very kind of you.
2 sixes in a row. Oh, a bit of an anticlimax there. But look, finally, some genuine momentum here for Qatar. And now with this big over, once again, we're restarting a conversation about that 150, 160 total. Last ball of the 9th. Oh, big appeal. It's going to be close, more than close. Given. He gets his man, Aslam. 2 maximums. But the captain strikes back.
Yeah, the bowler's got the last laugh. The quicker delivery drifting in and gets him around that leg stump. The umpire John Prakash with that finger going up. The 4th wicket is down. And finally a wicket for the captain Aslam as well. 9 completed, 56 for the loss of 4. As I reckon we're going to head towards the drinks break.
I think that's an informal, opportunistic drinks break from Kuwait. And who am I to complain? I'd do the same. It's a pleasant temperature for us in the com box, but still humid out there for the players. Just coming back to that wicket. What a crucial time to get that LBW. Partnership brewing, Jasim looking good. But the captain, as he so often does, gets the big one, gets the big breakthrough. And once again, it's advantage Kuwait.
Very interesting to see Naveen Raj continue into his 3rd over. Very impressive in the first 2. Can he continue? Get another wicket or so?
Shahzaib tucks it away, should pick up a single. Mujibur Rahman on strike for the first time today. The left-hander walking in at number 6. And no relation to Mujibur Rahman from Afghanistan.
Yeah. One thing I've seen is Naveen Raj consistently bowling those wrong guns. Shall he get one just in, one away? What do you reckon on that?
Yeah, maybe a cheeky off-spinner there. Sorry, a leg spinner, I mean. Got a bit confused.
That's going to be a dot delivery. And you could see that when he's releasing, this time it was the off-spinner. The off-spin coming in against the left-hander because he knows that if it's a leg spin, the batter might just be very cautious towards it. Easy pickings.
Yeah, off-spinner again. Good call. Easy single there.
Yeah, Mujib's got a very late debut in his Qatar squad as well. He debuted in the Gulf Cup, had done that before, but came back into the squad. He's aged just around 38, if I'm not wrong. I had a chat with him. It's like, very late into your debut. You're a much better player. And he's like, well, that's how destiny is.
Again, good lengths here from Kuwait. There's not much you can do with that. Fired into the wicket, nice and straight. Forces you to manufacture a stroke as a batter. 3 balls left in the 10th. Oh, wonderful. Wonderful. The leg spinner this time. Naveen Raj got the ball on a string.
That was a brilliant delivery. You can see that cheeky smile on the face of the batter as well. He's foxed him always there.
Straight into the covers. Does a good job of hiding the ball as well. Oh, it looks like it's over there. So 2 runs off the 10th over at the halfway point. Qatar struggling a bit at 58 for 4.
And that's the batting card so far. Ganesh, 9 of 8. Fell prey to the bowler Anudeep. Rifayat was batting well, getting 15 of 11. Ikramullah, the skipper, went away without dropping the scorers. Shahzaib still there, 12 from 20. Needs to pick up that pace a little bit. Jasim was striking the ball well, 20 of 14 with those couple of sixes. And Mujibur Rahman has just joined Shahzaib in the centre. 10 overs, 58 for 4. The bowling cut. Shafiq, 2 overs, 1 for 12. Anudeep, 2 for 12 in this 2. Aslam, 3 overs, 1 for 24. And Naveen Raj, none for 10 in his 3 overs. That economy of 3.33. Just that one extra so far. A lot of positives for Kuwait to take into the next 10 overs. And that is the summary so far. 58 for the loss of 4. It's time for rebuilding phase for Qatar. With Shahzaib and Mujib, can they build up a partnership, bail out Qatar? With Kuwait looking for a win and actually looking for that comprehensive win. Because that net run rate might come in action next game after this one. It's got to be a cracking one. Hong Kong taking on Nepal. Nepal has won both the contest. Hong Kong started the campaign with a loss, but then got that big comprehensive win, 68 runs against Qatar. Well, they will be meeting Nepal next. And then tomorrow, we've got the third place game. That's the morning 9 a.m. start. And 1:30 p.m., the big finals of the Hong Kong Men's T20I Series 2025, presented by Hong Kong Cricket and proudly partnered by India Club. Another 10 overs, a lot of chat there. Mr. Toby in from Qatar, having a word with his batters. Qasim Ali, the head coach of Kuwait, is also there in the center, having a word with his boys alongside the assistant coach. Smile. As we head towards back of live action. Into the live action, and joining me in the combox, the local hero, Aaron Bush. Welcome. Very good morning.
A very good morning to you, Harman, and everyone watching around the world. What a game this is. It's precarious, it's good, it's exciting, and could well decide what happens for the final tomorrow. First delivery cut away down through third for 4. I heard you and Jay talking through all the permutations that can happen. Kuwait get the win, then Hong Kong must win. Qatar gets a win and throws the cat amongst the pigeons.
Yeah, that was a good shot there. 62 on the board for the loss of 4 wickets. I've seen whenever you come in, you get in runs here.
I like runs. I like boundaries. He's going to try it again, but close the gap now. But a misfield. They closed the gap, but only just manages to save the boundary this time. Oh. Misfield after the drinks break. Kuwait.
It's very rare to see those misfields coming in.
They've been very, very good in the field for this tournament. Been very impressed.
Nimish Latif, 6 of the first 2.
It's cut away out into the cover point in the deep. Bilal keeps it to 1.
Bilal has taken a couple of catches. Very impressive in the outfield already. Shahzeb could be that danger man.
We've liked him all tournament. At the moment, 12 off 20. Out in the air. Most an absolute screamer of a catch at backward point, but in the end, finds the boundary.
And Nimish has been a little expensive in his start. That was a brilliant strike. Very tough for the fielder. Had he taken that, it would have been an interesting catch. Was Ravija there with the dive? You see him jumping around all the right.
He was very close to taking that one. He was horizontal as it went just past his outstretched hands to the left. And in the end, finds runs and another boundary. 2 4s already. 2 balls left, bowling from the danger end. Gets one into the pad. And gets a valuable dot.
Final delivery of the over. Which has been a good over for Qatar. 11 of it.
I'll hide the ball from Nimish that we've seen, and that's flat batted swat through. Extra cover, 3rd boundary of the over, a big one for Qatar as they move to 73 for 4 after 11. Big over comes to an end. 73 on the board. As we rotate through the commentators, just like the bowling lineup and the bowling changes for Kuwait. Good morning, Jay Dancing Honey.
Hello, Aaron. Oh, so glad we got some good weather here at TKRG. I dare say it's a little bit sunny. That sun just peeking through the clouds.
That could be your all-time greatest commentator's curse I've ever heard, Jay. At the moment, the weather's holding. We know the weather is coming. So Qatar needs to get a big score.
Round the wicket, tucking him up. Just a single there. Absolutely massive over that. 15 in the previous over, the best of the innings. Came at the perfect time as well for Qatar. We've spoken about that magical 150, 160. If they can push 170, I tell you what, things are going to get very interesting. But Naveen Raj, what a debut it's been. I was going to say, what a debut from the leg spinner. He bowls a bit of everything, doesn't he? Again, tries to guide it away. No single this time.
It's my first time seeing Naveen. He's debuting today. And he's been impressive. Early calls of 2.
And to his last over now, conceded just 12 runs. 2 balls left in this spell. And as they look to accelerate Qatar, he's been the one constant here for Kuwait. Stifling them in these middle overs. Just waiting a second to get his field right. Pushed watchfully into the offside. They're going to settle for a single here. Both these batters now into double figures. Mujeeb onto 10 with that single. And Shahzaid, he's been there for a while. A couple of 30-plus scores in this tournament. Can he go one bigger? Can he get that half century?
Qatar's going to need that. Put some pressure, some scoreboard pressure. Good 151 in game 1 against Nepal. Need to go higher than that if they can.
What a spell. Closes it out with a dot ball. Well done, Naveen Raj. 4 overs, none for 13. After 12, Qatar are 76 for 4.
You can see the projected score on screen, 127. They're going to need more than that with the powerful Kuwait batting lineup. Still 6 wickets in hand, so can power on in the last 5. Need to survive a couple more without losing a wicket. Nimish to continue from the Argyle Street end.
And a bit of pressure here on Nimish, hiding the ball. Early call of 2 again, work to do for Bilal. Oh, a bit of a misfield. In fact, it gets through to the boundary. Very, very loose there from Bilal Tahir. Been talking him up all day. He's got his hands on his hips, and I would too.
It was a double error here from Bilal because first he ran across and didn't get the hand down to it, but he got a little bit on it and then just gave up and it trickled into the ropes. And what should have been 1, maybe 2, is now 4.
Again, down to Bilal. This time, no mistake, just a single. But it looks like Qatar have made their decision. We're going to be targeting that 5th bowler. We're going to go after Nimish.
Well, Jay, you and I both know bowling the slow bowlers from the Argyle Street end is just fraught with danger. Nobody's really taking him long at the moment. They're going out wide and finding the boundaries or even going backward a point.
Around the wicket. Pulled away. 1 bounce and 4. Second boundary of the over. Nimish just can't find his length.
And the Qatar batters are enjoying this spell from Nimish. More boundaries, one from a mistake, but that one no mistake as it clattered through cow corner. Back live.
In the air. Oh, again a misfield. Bit of a juggle. Lucky though, didn't go to the boundary. Recovered well. But a bit of pressure now here on Kuwait. See, they're just faltering in their lengths. Couple of juggles in the field, couple of misfields.
I was with you, Jay. I thought that got through Clinto's hands, but somehow he parried it forward.
Short again, straight, and it splits the gap between long on and long off. The left-hander, Mujib, has come out with intent.
How close did he get to getting a hand on this one? Oh, awfully close, but it was powerfully hit. Straight through to the short boundary of the Argyle Street end. 4-1. 4-1-4.
15 off his first over, 14 off this one so far. Hiding the ball again. Should just be a single this time. And once again, 15 off the over. A massive one for Qatar. After 13, it's 91 for 4.
And just like that, the projected score has jumped to 140. And keep powering. These two need to stay together. They're forming a nice partnership. Moving towards the 3-figure mark. Inside 15.
Yeah, it was a slow start for Shahzaib. But the entry of Mujib has just changed things up here. He's been the real catalyst for Qatar. Change in bowling here. Meet Bhavsar into the attack for the first time today.
Jay, Meat has not had a very good tournament with the ball in hand. He's been incredibly expensive, and it was that over from him that got Nepal the win.
Oh, he's found the gap. Brilliant, brilliant. Knew where fine leg was, got down on one knee, and again picks up a boundary.
Late starting as he has been, and he's been expensive. Drag down leg side, easy pickings. Mujib goes nice and fine to the short Argyle Street boundary.
Tucked away again, thinking about 2. Not on this time. But we talked about all those dot balls in the first half of the innings. We haven't seen too many since the drinks break. They were 58 for 4 at drinks. 38 runs have come in the last 20 legal deliveries. Bang! Bilal again, work to do. Fancy bit of footwork. Saves the boundary there. Strong throw in.
Would have been a fine in my Friday Masters League team there, Jay. Fielding with the boot instead of the hand. Whatever works.
Cut away again. Oh, he finds the gap. Looked like he just tripped there. The backward point fielder, and 100 up here for Qatar. Another boundary. 11 off the over so far. Shahzaib now into the 30s. Again, too short. Smashed away. Got his hands through the ball. No chance there for the fielder. A huge, huge shift in momentum since the drinks break. They're going at nearly 7.5 runs and over. Pulled away. Has he found the gap? Yes, he has. Back-to-back boundaries yet again. It's off the thigh pad. It doesn't matter how they come. Can't bowl there, Aaron. Again, drifting down leg.
That brings up the 50 partnership between these two. 50 off just 29 deliveries as they're powering along for Qatar.
This is good news as well. For Nepal and Hong Kong, net run rate might just decide the finalists. Bang again. A rare dot ball. Massive over. It's 15 again. 15 off that. After 14, it's 106 for 4.
What does Captain Mohammad Aslam do now? Getting punished from both ends. And 6 overs to go.
I don't have an answer for you, Aaron. Maybe it's worth going back to either Shafiq or Anudeep. They were so good with the new ball. They laid the foundation in the first 10 overs.
I think they have to go away from spin, especially from the Argyle Street end, I mean. They can continue with the slow bowlers. And they are going to go back to the quicks with Anudeep changing ends down to the Argyle Street end.
And Harman and I, we spoke about this as well earlier today. We predicted the spinners, they're going to struggle a bit as compared to the faster men.
I'm just going to tell you last to either one of the batsmen, you probably should say it. They get him for that.
48 runs in the last 4 overs. It's completely changed the complexion of this first innings.
Harman and I calling the first 2 Kuwait games. We never got to see Anudeep get a wicket. And then as soon as you jump into comps, Jay, he gets 2. He's back into the attack, 2 for 12.
Good stuff. Picks up where he left off. That perfect length outside off. Just angling across the left-hander. It's 5-4 offside field right now. Mid-off, up in the circle. Long on, back on the boundary. Again, good stuff. Good gas on that from Anudeep. 2 valuable dot balls to kick off the 15th. Getting a warning as well for running on the track. Not sure if it's a formal warning here. Yeah, there you go. Getting his first formal warning here. Anudeep for running on the wicket. Something you have to be really, really careful of.
After 2 overs going for 15, this is really good from Anudeep. Couple of dots, slashes outside, the off stump, unable to get bat on ball.
It's a massive gap here at deep cover. Tries to go down the ground, only manages to pick up a single to long on. So good over this. They needed this, Kuwait. Well, good over so far. Halfway through it. Touch of wood. Harman. Oh.
I'm watching intently, Jay. See what you get. See if you can not curse this one. So far, so good for Anudeep.
It's getting a bit darker now at TKRG. Goes leg side. Has he found the gap? No, Bilal. They're going to pick up a second, though. And needed a direct hit from the deep. Always tough. There's good intent, though, here from Qatar. Again, not for the first time today. We've seen an early call of 2.
You can't find the boundary, go for 2 and push hard. Put some pressure on the field. The throw coming in at just a little wide.
Kohli's really good at that, isn't he? Picking up those cheeky 2s. And we can see Bilal and Meet Bhavsar just swapping roles here in the field. It's Meet Bhavsar now at that crucial deep mid-wicket position. Shahzaib 34 at a run a ball. False start here for Anudeep. I get the feeling he's going to go big here, Shahzaib. Does go big. Where's that gone? Straight to Nimish Latif. That's a good catch in the deep. Got a bit slippery there, but he held on to it. And that's the end of Shahzaib.
Not only a good wicket, a good run over, keeping the runs down, but also gets the wicket, gets his 3rd. Anudeep is having a day out there. Breaks a 53-run partnership. All-important wicket for Kuwait as the 5th wicket falls on 109.
Yeah, good little knock there from Shahzaib. Had to rebuild the innings. Did well, 34. Couldn't quite kick on another score in the 30s here for Shahzaib.
With the wicket falling, I'm going to rotate out of the commentary. I'm going to come back in, finish off this first innings of, what are we up to, game 7? I think it's game 7 of the series. Game 5. Am I getting too excited? Tomorrow's game 7. All right, I'll go have a break, get my counting ready, and we'll rotate in.
"109 for 5. Anudeep with yet another wicket. Just judging by that replay, it looked like he maybe ran his fingers.
Check. ये बेचारा अपना ट्रैप कर रहा
I'm number 1.
है वही वो कोशिश कर रहे हैं पे नहीं जाने ये अपने तरीके से check तो ये तो
End of a good over there.
ये अच्छा लगा
They lost half their side now, but the important thing, Harman, is Mujib is still out there on 26th.
Yeah, looks good. 26 of 16. Surprisingly, another over for Meath.
I'm just as surprised as you.
Very surprising. You've got Bilal as well, who might just give you an over. If you want to move towards Meath, who didn't have a very good outing. They did the same error against Nepal, where Meath was taken over. Starts the over with a single. Wants the 2, but will be only 1 run. Very surprising call. I hope Meath works his way in for this over number 16.
I think Meath Bhavsar, he's one of those cricketers. He always wants to be in on the action. Coming around the wicket to the right hander. Wonderful. Wonderful.
Now that was a good delivery there. A little quicker as well. So to the new batsman in, and he's not ready. As he edged it. Yes, celebrating. He strikes, gets that first wicket. Wicket number 6 down.
Credit where credit is due. He's proved us wrong here, Meath Bhavsar. Perfect length. Just a bit of spin away from the right-hander, enough to get the edge. And Usman Patel makes no mistake.
Yeah, Rashad will be disappointed. That feather edge, excellent catch, sharp one. And with that, 6 wickets down. All of a sudden, Kuwait bouncing back in this contest.
Yeah, and again, the pendulum swinging. Talking about the possibility of maybe 160, 170. They're going to have to do really well to get up there. So much rests now on the shoulders of Mujib.
Yeah, a lot of responsibility for Mujib. As another left-hander walks out. Left armour versus a left-hander. Interesting contest, this one.
Yeah, he's going to be hitting with the spin. So we have 2 left-handers at the crease. I have a feeling maybe Meath Bhavsar might not get another over after this. Into the leg side, just a single there.
Another single added on. But I feel if he bowls this one, not a very expensive one, he might just be used for another over. That's where the captain might just be a little enticed.
Again, early call of 2. The captain, of course, has 1 over left. Shafiq's got 2. Anudeep's got 1. So that's enough.
Yeah, but I feel Naveen has bowled really, really well. 4 overs, none for 13. That economy of 3.25 on debut. That speaks volume. That's a good shot. Sweeps that away. Bilal with the chase. Oh, excellent fielding there.
Yeah, saved 3 runs. I think he's made up for that earlier gaffe. I hope he's okay. It looks like he might have just hurt his head there, going for that dive.
Yeah, just around the boundary line. He's holding his head and his cousin Omar having a laugh about that. Not looking in very good position as Bilal. Hopefully he's not injured himself in that. But good effort.
Yeah, great effort. Kuwait showing their skill. It looked like the game was maybe just getting away from them. pick up those 2 quick wickets. Yeah, it looks like he was tempted to change the bowling again. He was going to go to Shafiq. He's changed his mind. Looks like Nimish Latif is going to sneak in here for a cheeky over.
Yeah, interestingly, you had a pacer ready and he's gone to a spinner. Again from that shorter end. Behind the bowler. Why? You've got 2 overs of Shafiq. Over of Anudeep. There's an over of Aslam as well.
Every time I've questioned one of Aslam's moves today, I've been made to look like a ripe old fool. I'm keeping my cards close to my chest.
Yeah, that's something that I could agree upon, but this over, Nimish with the ball. Starts off well. A dot delivery.
I tell you what, it's a bold move from the captain. First 2 overs disappearing for 30 runs. Showing a lot of faith here in Nimish.
He's confident with his spinners, isn't he? Excellent fielding there. Lovely piece of work there from the fielder. It was Ravija Sandaravan. He's a gun of a fielder, isn't he? You see him flying all over the place.
He's such a good presence in the field. Very loud as well. Use of the feed. Aslam settling under it. Oh, takes it well. Never easy running back. Takes a catch. They pick up their 7th wicket now. Kuwait's the end of Bipin.
That was a good catch, running backwards, never easy. Kept his eyes on the ball till the very end, and the skipper making no errors. Well, I look like a fool here because Nimish has been doing really well with the ball. Surprising move, but he's produced a breakthrough. 7 down for 114. As Bipin walks back, Abrar comes in as the new batter.
I think the equation now for Qatar is quite simple. Do your best to get Mujib back on strike. He's gotta farm the lion's share of this innings. Want him on strike as much as possible. He's your best chance of getting up to maybe 150-ish.
Nimish coming around the wicket.
Deep cover. We'll keep it down to 1. Not going to complain, Kuwait. Dots and ones, dots and ones. They can keep it at that. There'd be nothing better for them. If you told them at the toss they'd have the opposition 7 down in the 17th over for not too many runs, they would have taken it. Tries to go big, does well to get his foot back in the crease. But again, it's a dot ball. Oh, wide. I do apologize.
Well, Jay, I feel if they can get that wicket of Mujib, that might just help Kuwait crumble them under 130 perhaps. And just when I called for it, excellent catch, Aslam, with a couple of catches in the over. Double strike for Nimish, and what an over this has been, proving both of us wrong.
Captain, fantastic. Made the call to get Nimish on. 2 wickets for the off-spinner. 2 catches for the skipper.
And most importantly, it's a big wicket of Mujib. He was batting so well. We'll have to take that long walk back.
That's a bitter pill for Qatar to swallow. 4 wickets in very quick succession. It's tough to see where this Qatar innings goes from here. But at the very least, they've got to bat out that 20. Abrar, he's still there. New man walking in at number 10. And have a lot of work to do here. Damn, this has been a lot.
Yeah.
Graphic bad. Nimish Latif, what a turnaround for him. Disappeared for 30 in his first 2 overs. He's got 2 wickets in this. Guided. Can't beat that man on the offside.
Excellent fielding effort to end the over, as that marks the end of a very successful over for Nimish Latif. Picked up a couple of wickets. Double strike in the over is always helpful, isn't it, Jay?
More than useful. More than useful, that over. Nimish Latif. It's the captain himself, bringing himself back on now.
Well, he's taken a couple of catches. The right time to bring himself on. He's got 1 over. He's bowled really well. And as you call him, Captain Fantastic, that's something I've heard for the first time for him. Let him know.
Yeah, he's good, though. Always thinking, always strategizing.
He's one of the most successful captains for Kuwait. It's been 5+ years and running. And there's been a lot of success that he's seen as a skipper. He's done really, really well.
It's tough as well. When you're a genuine all-rounder, you're always in the game, you're captaining the team. Right on the money there. No single. Those dot balls we spoke of in the first 10 overs, they're back.
I think it's a little bit of rain that has helped the spinners come back. Maybe just a little bit of droplets.
Good fielding as well. Looked like Shafiq over there getting down nice and low.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of misfields, but this one was a very good effort, saving runs for his side.
Such a dangerous team, Kuwait. Goes full this time.
Another dot delivery. Aslam quickly bowling his overs away. Another very good over.
Into his final over. Backs away. Again, it should just be a single. Yeah, good stuff. Omar onto the ball in a flash.
He's pretty quick, isn't he?
It's getting a bit chilly now at TKRG.
It also looks like it's just around that 4-5 p.m. But it's not. It's just around, what time are we? 10:16.
Too short, but still can't get much bad on that. A good end to a good spell here for the skipper, Mohammad Aslam. 2 overs left. They need some boundaries here, Qatar. It's 118 for 8.
And also,
2 overs left.
Surprisingly, in between the over, it was Meet who was handed on the ball. But then Shafiq came in and Aslam went towards him. So this was another very interesting move for me. Meet has not had the best day with the ball. And bowling the penultimate over would have been very, very costly as well, as we know that's the shorter end. Behind the bowler, the boundaries are not very big. We've seen spinners struggle.
That's the trend, though, in T20 cricket, isn't it? These 1-over spells. You don't want the batters getting too comfortable, too used to one type of bowling. You have to give credit where credit is due. Whenever he's made a bold change in bowling, Aslam, more often than not, it's paid rich dividends. So see the batter looking leg side. Deep square leg in position, deep mid-wicket as well, long on the fence. So if you go leg side, you got to get a big piece of it. Shafiq. Swing and a miss. Valuable dot ball here.
Excellent delivery to start off. A lot of bounce, a lot of good carry towards that wicket keeper. It's also very quick. Excellent bowling.
I think this is going to be the plan of attack as well. That back of a length, short length.
Oh,
Smash that through the offside. Brilliant. They needed that, didn't they, Qatar?
That was a brilliant strike. 4 runs there. The moment that left the bat, it had a boundary written on it. Piercing the gap was Abrar. Moving away, exposing the stumps.
Nice quick hands through that ball also. The score, 122. 10 balls left in the innings. Abrar, can he do it again? No, he can't. He gets a single down to the sim position. Bipin back on strike. Walked in at number 10. Can he go big? Can he get a couple of boundaries away? Maybe get Abrar back on strike. They can finish strongly. You never know. You just never know. He's gone high. It's not long enough. Should be taken in the deep. Yep, comfortable catch there for Umar. He's been really good in the outfield. Big smiles here for Kuwait. And here's why.
Well, that was an easy catch for him. He's also got bucket hands. Same like Bilal. Safest fielder there in the deep. And the wicket falling. It's the wicket number 9. Perishing for Qatar. At one stage, I felt 160, 170 was on the card for sure. They'll be more than disappointed as Jabir walks in as the last man. Kuwait have done really, really well to come back into this contest. Just 123 on the board. 1 more wicket away. Jay, they could look to pace out their innings when they come back. Get that net run rate adjusted. Next game is always going to be very important. You'll be hoping that Hong Kong beats Nepal to sail through towards the finals.
My only bias is for entertaining cricket. I want to see all these permutations get down to the final match, get down to the final ball.
Oh yeah, probably get a super over.
Oh, super over would be great. Not sure if we have those in place for the group stage fixtures or at any point in the tournament. But I do love a cheeky super over.
Oh yeah,
Does it?
everybody does.
Swing and a miss. Familiar story here for Kuwait in the closing stages. They haven't given anything away.
You can see Jabir. He's taking that wild swing. He's only looking for the big hit. He's got nothing in favor. And I think Shafiq should be trying to attack the stumps at the moment.
5 off the over and the wicket. Slow delivery. Oh, just short of Aslam. Well, it's a dot ball nonetheless. Good end to a good spell here for Shafiq. 1 over left. It's 123 for 9.
Yeah, that was good figures there. 2 for 17 in his 4 overs. 19 completed. 123 on the board for the loss of 9 wickets. Well, Jay, I've got another surprise for you. Over number 20, and they've gone again with the left arm spinner Meet. Probably he's going to be bailing out because it's the last wicket. But I would have liked 1 more over of Anudeep here, just to let him test the waters a little bit. Give him that exposure, give him that experience. What's your thoughts on that?
Yeah, no, I completely agree. And he's earned it as well, Anudeep. I think the thinking here is Meet's got the protection of that long boundary.
That's in the air. Thin carry towards the skipper. It's hit him around the belly area, just around the rib cage. He is down. Hopefully this is nothing serious.
Oh, he's absolutely writhing in pain here, Aslam.
That's the skipper, Aslam. Probably the physio is going to be in.
I hope it's just bruising and nothing more serious. Oh, it's tough, isn't it? It's tough. Getting hit in the solar plexus sends the physio back. Yeah, you like to see that.
He's also sent the bottle of water back. You've usually seen that if you get hit, you want to take a sip or two. But here, he sends both of them back.
Yeah, because he knows.
But he's still in pain. Trust me, he is in a lot of pain.
But he also knows Kuwait, they cannot afford any delays. They're in a race against time here. Backs away the batter. Like I said, if this game is rained out, if the next game is rained out, Kuwait are going to miss out on the final. It would be heartbreaking for them.
Oh, this could be a run out. He's back just in time. It was Abrar. A lot of yes, a lot of no. Sending him back. Very risky.
What a cricketer though, Aslam. Onto the ball in a flash. Fighting through the pain, the Kuwait skipper.
He's going to be treated right after the 20th over. Oh, the physio is going to come out in the ground.
He's just dropping back now to a deep extra cover position. So you have both cover and deep extra cover on the boundary. That's in the air. Running back, it won't be easy, but he takes it, Bilal. And that's it. That's all she wrote. 124 all out, Qatar.
Meat strikes and a wonderful catch there from Bilal. Running sideways, kept his eyes on the ball. And Kuwait have done really, really well. Qatar were cruising just around 95 on the board for the loss of 4 wickets, and then they are bundled out for 124 with 3 more deliveries sparing. 125 is going to be the target.
The cardinal sin of not batting out your full 20 overs. Let's look at that scorecard. 15 at the top for Rifayat. They were in early trouble, but Shahzaib did well. 34 for him. A couple of 20s from Jasim and Mujibur Rahman with 28. But after that, those last 6 wickets fell in a large clump. 124 all out for Qatar.
The bowling card there, Shafiq bowled really well. 3 overs, 2 for 17, I beg your pardon, not the 4 I told. Anudeep, 3 overs, 3 for 15. He'll be more than pleased with that outing. Aslam bowled well, 1 for 26 in his 4. Naveen Raj, he was the pick of the bowlers for me. No wickets, but just the 13 runs on debut in his 4 overs. Nimish bowled well, 2 wickets for 33 in his 3. And Meet Bhavsar getting a couple of wickets for just 16. 6 extras there and 124. And they were bundled out in 19.3 overs. It's not a very big target. Kuwait will be wanting to chase it down as soon as possible. They will be hoping that there is going to be no rain involved. It's going to be a very interesting run chase, Jay.
Yeah, no doubt. Like I said, a race against time here for Kuwait. But we need only 5 overs to constitute a result here at TKRG. They're crossing their fingers in that Kuwait camp. I tell you what, team effort with the ball, full credit to Kuwait. They've barely put a foot wrong in the first half of this game. And do join us for the chase. It's match 5 of the HK Men's T20I series, proudly supported by India Club. We'll see you in around 7 minutes for the second half of this game. Nice.
India Club has been the cornerstone of the community since our formal registration in 1967. Initially focused on Indian community, we have embraced a diverse membership that reflects the multicultural fabric of Hong Kong. Membership at the club is open to all nationalities. We believe sports brings peoples together. We have 2 international tennis courts, and then we have 1 badminton court. We have a gym, we have function rooms, and a restaurant serving delicious ethnic Indian food. Cricket has found a new home in India Club. In the last 4 years, we have grown from 1 net to 6 nets, and we are the only club in Hong Kong to have 6 cricket nets, of which 2 nets are with actual turf.
Actually, we started our club in 2020. That time we have only 1 junior team and 1 senior team. We have now 11 junior teams. We have Saturday League 2 senior teams, and Sunday League also we got it last year. And we have a women's team we are also getting from last 2 years. So we're doing well. and we are just improving day by day, and that's our plan is to get more teams in junior league and senior league as well.
that We're in the innings break here at Ting Kwong Road Recreation Ground for the Cricket Hong Kong China T20I series, proudly supported by India Club. And we're joined by Nimesh from Kuwait in the innings break. Had a bowl out there, got a couple of wickets. Nimesh, how did you feel out there and how's the team going?
Yeah, now we feel very proud at this moment. Actually, the wicket is not that much skiddy compared to the last two matches. Today there is some forecast condition, so now inshallah we try to win this game, and not only win, we are trying to win in a good margin to make our run rate good.
Now, Captain Aslam put you on from the danger end, the Argyle Street end. Always tough for the slower bowlers. Your first 2 overs going for 15s. So you were none for 30 off 2. But the captain kept faith with you, put you on for a third, and then you got 2 for 3 in that third. How did that feel?
Yeah, actually, I tried to bowl little quick in the first 2 overs. Big wicket is not that much, skiddy. So when we bowl little on slightly short on side, it's easy for the batsman. So coming to the third over, there are 2 lefties there. So I am very confident to bowl against lefties as I am an off spinner. So when 2 lefties are there, I try to bowl little slow so that it's easy to turn the ball. I try to bowl little slow and try to turn the ball. It works on that time.
And you had a couple of debutants in this tour. Anudeep was debutant a few days ago and Naveem today. Anudeep getting his first wicket, so he must be pretty excited over there.
Yeah, very, very excited. Always our first international wicket is always very excited. He's very happy on that one. Not only first, he took 3 for us today.
And got to chase down 125 for victory here at Ting Kwong Road Recreation Ground. Do you think the firepower of Kuwait can get this done?
Yeah, actually, I told you, we are not just looking for a win. We have to win with good margin so that net run rate, always forecast condition, net run rate will be very crucial. So we try to win, inshallah, within 12 to 13 overs, we chase it down this.
Nimesh, thank you so much for joining us on broadcast. We're about 9 minutes away from the innings break and we'll see Kuwait out with the bat needing 125 for victory.
Testing. 125 to win in 20 overs here for Kuwait. There's no guarantee that we get the full 20 overs. It's a race against time. Everyone's got their eyes to the sky. Another eye focusing on that big 3-letter acronym, NRR, net run rate. They're going to want to get off to a quick start. They don't want to waste any time here, Kuwait. Said it before, we'll say it again. If both games are washed out, God forbid, from Kuwait's perspective, that would mean that they miss out on the final. It would be Hong Kong, Nepal on the final day. But if they win big now, Kuwait, if they get that big net run rate boost, well, it dramatically increases their chance of making it in to that big final. Welcome back, Harman.
Welcome back to all the viewers as well, as Bipin's got the new ball and Ravija will be on strike with a slip-in position. And some good movement early on. A dot ball to start the proceedings, Jay. As you mentioned, Kuwait will be hoping for that big win. We had Aaron there in the mid-innings having a chat with Nimish, and he said that we want to win it in a big margin, at least in 12 or 13 overs. Do you think that's quite achievable?
Definitely possible. Definitely possible. With Ravija and Clinto Anto at the top of the order. They only know one way, these two.
No ball there. There's a good delivery, but it's a no ball. He's overstepped, and that's going to be a free hit. Just what Ravija would have wanted.
Doesn't need an invitation, Ravija. He's batting. It's like every ball is a free hit anyway. Punch of the gloves. Oh, he's licking his lips, isn't he? The big man, Ravija Sandaruan.
Well, his eyes will be twinkling. He will be eyeing for that big hit. Get started, as they say. An open license to go against any bowler. As that free hit will come in. Bipin overstepping right away. Here comes the free hit delivery. He's not played that well. Coming in from the toe end of the bat will be a single only.
Never a dull moment, though. Ravija. Love watching him bat. Believe he's got the quickest century as well for Kuwait and T20Is.
Yeah, it came against Hong Kong as well last year. It was the T20I Tri-Nations final.
And Malaysia, I believe.
In Malaysia, yes. And it was a single-sided affair. At halfway stage, I felt it would be a very cracking game, as Hong Kong bowlers have been known to trouble Kuwait batters, but Ravija was the only star that day. I was lucky enough to be in the com box. Another single by Clinto Anto. A little conservative approach as well. They don't want to get carried away with the bowling lineup of Qatar, who have a little bit of experience, but they're missing out a lot of big names in that lineup. We've discussed the only 3 players from that previous Gulf Cup in 2024, late in December. You have Jabir, Ikram, and Ganesh. That's the only 3 players that are in this squad.
Yeah, it's a tough one, isn't it, for Qatar? Came in as well as the underdogs. It's gone leg side here. Thinking about the second, turn down. And rightfully so. Both batters now off the mark. Clinto Anto with a single on that occasion.
Yeah, it's only going to be a single. No runs apart from that. It's a good start for Bipin. Apart from that no ball, he's done well. It's just the no ball that troubled him. They're overstepping, trying to overdo.
Look at where he's batting. Clinto Anto showing all 3 stumps. Tucked away on the leg side. Easy single there. And I love this. We've got a DLS par score sheet coming out sometime in the next over. We'll give you an update about where Kuwait need to be. And remember, there's a difference, of course, between what's a par score and what's a winning score. To win the game, you need one more than that par score. Final delivery coming up. They've spoken about wanting to go big early, Kuwait. Ooh, how close was that? Hands on his head there from the bowler. It's a good start, though, for Qatar. Just 5 off that first over.
There's an excellent delivery there, missing the edge of the bat, but that's also injured the wicketkeeper on that carry. If you could see that, he's still down and he's in a lot of pain, which is surely not a good sign. Surely not a good sign here. Shahzeb is down, and you can see Jabbar and Ravija having a fun chat, but you can see the wicketkeeper of Qatar down, which is not a very good sign.
Yeah, it's not a good sign for Kuwait either. Precious seconds being eaten up here at TKRG. That rain can come at any time. When I say any time, could be 2 hours, 3 hours, 5 hours, could be 5 minutes.
Well, Jay, we've got the DL pass score sheet with us, and if you see at the end of the first over, the pass score without losing a wicket is 5, which is exactly what Kuwait are at. But if it rains now, Kuwait is not winning this.
That'll be a no result.
That par. So
Yeah.
both teams will share 1 point, and if I was there or thinking about it, you got to be accelerating at least a little if you want to get that net run rate adjusted a bit.
Big question, of course, is where do they need to be after 5 overs? If they lose no wickets, the par score is 24. So they need 25 to win. But if they lose 1 wicket, that changes a little bit. Then the par score is 27.
Yeah, you keep losing wickets and that par score keeps adjusting right away. 5 overs, if they are completed, then we do have a full result, as they say. If Kuwait is above the par score, they will get those 2 points. So at this moment, Kuwait will be wanting that 5 overs to be completed. Shahzeb is getting some treatment done from the physio.
And remember, it's not just about getting a result here. It's about boosting your net run rate if you're in that Kuwait camp. So regardless of loss of wickets, at the very least, they'd want to go at it around 8 runs over. At the very least, pushing 9, 10, 11, 12.
Yeah, rightly mentioned. Looks like it's going to be Jabbar who's going to share the new ball. He's getting prepared with his run-up. It's got a pretty long run-up as well. One of the most senior members in that squad.
And just off screen as well, I can see Kuwait's head coach is getting a little bit frustrated about how much time is being eaten up here. Having a chat with Hemant Tukrul, the reserve umpire.
Yeah, for sure, he's got all his rights to be frustrated as well. He knows that the game needs to be played for them. That finals is on the line.
Oh, big gust of wind just now.
That might also just bring in the rain clouds. Jay, tell me a little bit about the local weather.
I've been here for 33 years. Tell you what, it's unpredictable, this Hong Kong weather.
And is that also your age? If you don't mind.
Absolutely, absolutely. Into the dirty 30s already.
You sound all prepared.
I'm ready for the final 2/3 of my life, Harman.
Well, I see a lot of clouds moving in here. Is that a little sign of concern?
If you're in the Kuwaiti camp, yeah, absolutely.
Well, I'm not in the Kuwaiti camp, but in the Com camp. 5 overs done, and Ikram is going to share the new ball and not Jabbar. That's a strategic move, but probably want to go with the right arm and a left arm pacer. He's also the skipper, and look at that stance. Very unorthodox, exposing all the stumps is Clinto Anto.
That's the stance you adopt when you want to go big. Nothing big there. Easy single.
Just the 1 run. Gets Ravija back on strike. 1 point fun over. The pass score is 5, so Kuwait is just 1 run ahead.
It's big spell this from Ikramullah though. The skipper opening the bowling here for Qatar. One of their most experienced cricketers as well, Ikramullah. Didn't fire with the bat. With ball in hand, we've seen him make those early breakthroughs. Time and time again. And I know the Hong Kong players, Nepal camp as well, keeping a keen eye on proceedings. It's gone leg side. Can't find the gap. Shy at the stumps. Makes it in. Does Anto.
Yeah, directed would have been interesting. Quick single stolen there by Ravija and Clinto Anto. 118 to win from the remaining 112 deliveries. Nimish mentioned that they were looking to finish off the game in 12-13 overs, but not with this approach, I feel.
Still early days. Still early days. They can afford to take a couple of overs before going big. That's down the leg side. Easy decision for the umpire. And a boundary as well. That's bonus runs. Can't afford to do that, Qatar. Yeah, not quite good enough from the skipper. You have to be leading from the front. I know there's some early movement on hand. You've got to control that movement. Start. You can't start the ball that straight. Again, you can see Anto batting outside leg stump here. He's gone leg side. He's got a good piece of that this time. It's gone all the way. Clinto Anto with the first maximum of the innings.
Brilliant strike there. Was around the body of the batter, and he has flicked that or pulled it, I would say. A half a dozen. Easy pickings for a batter like him.
On to that in a flash, a la Viv Richards. Once again, I'm sort of just exposing my age here. Viv Richards reference, not sure Gen Z would understand.
I think he was a legend of the game. Everybody who likes cricket knows about him.
Ahead of his time as well. Viv Richards.
He was the dawn of cricket at that time.
Still is the dawn of cricket, as far as I'm considered. Good start though for Kuwait. 18 for none. It's been a very expensive over. Those 5 wides, that maximum. 13 off the over so far. Good comeback. Had him jumping up on the ground, both feet off the air.
It was a good delivery. It was a very good delivery there. He's bowled well. Trying to get that extra bounce from that surface. Lindo's already got a biggie in the over. You've also got 4 wides. So this over has squared you up. You've got the 13 of it with a couple of deliveries. And I'm sure he would like to attack Ikram, who's under a little pressure.
It's down the leg side, signalled wide. They can sneak through for 1. 2 more useful runs for Kuwait.
Plus the extra delivery. 20 already on the board. They won't mind this. Just the kind of start you wanted.
It's looking leg side, Ravija. There's a short boundary as well here on the leg side. The deep square leg in pace. Mid-wicket in the circle. Don't bowl short. Don't bowl at his legs. That's what they've done. He goes all the way. Just as we were saying, you don't want to bowl there to Ravija, and that's why another maximum for Kuwait.
Well, he was eyeing that boundary, wasn't he? And look at that one. Pulled away. He's such a good timer of that pull shot. A half a dozen. You bowl him there, the only thing you can do is get that bout out of the park. Half a dozen. 26 already. They're cruising at the moment in just under 2 overs.
And it's 21 off this over as well so far. Huge one.
It's the 4 wides that has disturbed the mindset of the bowler.
Last ball coming up. Where's this going to go? Oh, he's beaten them. Good comeback. Good comeback from Ikram. Nonetheless, 21 off that. After 2, it's 26 for none.
That was a peach of a delivery there. Beating the batter. Let's have a quick look at that replay. Oh, lovely shape. Swinging away a little bit of lateral movement. 21 of it. 2 overs. Just the kind of start that Kuwait was looking for, as Bipin will continue. Well above the par score. 5 overs. The par score without losing a wicket is 24. They've already excelled that. Looking in a very good position. But they will be wanting to bat 3 more overs. 5 overs for a result. Minimum overs 5.
Yeah, I'm sure the Kuwait camp, hearts in their mouth right now, crossing their fingers, hoping we get at least another 15 minutes of play here. Bipin. It's full toss. Quick call for one. Close. I tell you what, a direct hit would have spelt the end for Clinto, I feel.
Yeah, direct hit, and Clinto Anto was going back. That was one thing for sure. But he survives that one. Risky single as he runs towards the danger end. Bipin Kumar.
That's good. They still pick up a single though, Kuwait.
And this was a very comfortable one, not like the previous one. Strike rotation, very important. They're not playing dot deliveries, putting the pressure on the fielder as well. And that's what you like to see in modern day cricket. The 4s and 6s, but also the strike rotation, that ability of getting those 1s and 2s in between. Very, very important.
He strike back though, Bipin. Yeah, seems to be really good at that fuller length delivery. Reminds me a lot of former Australian cricketer Ben Laughlin. Very similar action. Nice to get it in nice and full.
Yeah, Ben Laughlin was much taller as well, so had that high arm release which helped him. He's a very skinny bowler, very skiddy off the wicket. Has done well in the Big Bash League.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh,
round arm action. And it's not going to make a difference. It's gone all the way again. Clinto Anto. The sound off the bat.
Well, Clinto Anto doing just Clinto Anto things. A half a dozen, smokes it away. Easy pickings for a batter like him. Just cannot give him that width.
So dangerous. Both of these batters. They only know one way.
Hit out or get out?
Absolutely. It's the modern way in T20 cricket. And it's so entertaining. Again, batting outside that leg stump. Bipin, pressure. Looking for that single, a rare dot ball here.
Also, if you see that, from where is he bringing his bat? Very rare to see that, right? Faf du Plessis used to do that quite a lot.
Yeah, still does it, Faf.
Which other batter do you think does that?
Putting me on the spot there. But no, Faf. Absolutely. Again, leg side. It's gone high. Couple of bounces into that deep square leg boundary. So no maximum there, but they keep going for it, Kuwait.
He'll still take that. Pulls it away. Didn't quite middle it. But will pick up a boundary. 3 overs done and dusted. 38 without a loss. Kuwait chasing that 125 being put on the board by Qatar. The Hong Kong Men's T20I Series 2025 presented by Cricket Hong Kong China and India Club as our principal sponsors. And finally we see Jabbar coming in. I would have liked to see him in the second over which Ikramullah bowled. That was an expensive one and had to give himself a little rest in the power play probably.
Yeah, it's tough. As a skipper, you want to lead from the front. And sometimes you have to recognize it's not really going for you. Jabbar, can he be the man to turn things around here for Qatar? Look at that required rate. 5.12. It's not going to trouble Kuwait at all. Qatar, however, they need wickets. So Ravija on strike again. He's on 10. It's down the leg side. Another extra here. Another bonus run.
That's a brilliant take by the keeper as well, saving that boundary. Had he missed out on that, that was surely a 4. It starts off with a wide, is Jabir. And he had that issue in the first game as well. He said that there was a lot of swing that he got early on and resulted in a 4 wides to start his spell, followed by 3 more wides in that over. That was a pretty long over. Flicked away. That'll be runs. Fielder giving it a chase. It was early into the dive there, but does well. A couple of runs saved for the side.
Yeah, did well to recover, actually. He slipped for a minute, but nonetheless stopped the boundary. Good work there, actually, from the fielder. We're getting word, actually, just a very faint drizzle now here at TKRG. Got the weatherman Aaron Bush in position.
Yeah, Aaron. He's always been a sport. But Kuwait will be hoping for another 1.5 overs.
I'll tell you what, it's drama. It's drama here at the Tin Kwong Road Recreation Ground. Ravija as well showing his stumps. Worked away in the leg side. They get a single.
42 on the board. Getting closer. 83 from 100. Clinto's got 20 of 10. Ravija's got 13 of 11. Ravija's been a little conscious with his approach. Usually we see him quick fire alongside Clinto as well. Might be that the wicket might be a little bit of toothpaste with that little bit of drizzle coming in, changing that surface, a little bit of moisture coming in as well.
That's pushed to rare dot ball into the offside. Just coming back to that point you were making. Yeah, a couple of occasions we've seen the ball not quite carrying to the keeper or first slip. I think it's only natural as the tournament goes on to see a little bit of wear and tear in these surfaces. But credit to the ground staff and Jashimuddin as well. Very good surfaces for T20 cricket so far. Slow delivery, but too wide, too easy for Clinto Anto. Guess where that's gone? For another maximum.
Here was a slower one that was really well picked by Clinto. Down on one knee. Over covers he goes. Half a dozen. What a strike. This reminds me of EA Cricket 07. That shot used to be played in that game quite a lot. And that's where Clinto has picked it from. What a shot.
Yeah, he used to get a lot of wickets like that, actually, in EA Sports Cricket 07.
I'm sure we all
wanted extra cover.
I'm sure we all have grown up playing that game. I miss that. One of the best video games in that era.
I hear the ICC is coming up with their own video game now.
They should.
Had to give the big bosses a shout out, didn't we? Anto again. Bang! Similar result. Another boundary. 50 up here for Kuwait. And he's raced into the 30s here, Clinto Anto.
Yeah, a little width and flashes hard on that one. First the 6, then the 4. This was more short of authority. He takes on Jabir. He likes batting against Jabir. They had that fun, friendly banter before the game yesterday, where there was the official team dinner. They were saying that to each other, that I will take your wicket, and Clinto said, I'll see you in the over. And here I feel Clinto is the winner so far. Final delivery. Didn't
Smashed. Oh, he's gone for the single. Bit of a misfield there. He's trying to pick it up with just one hand. You got to go two-handed there. That was me knocking off my coffee just now.
Well, he just wants to be on strike. That is for sure. He's connecting the ball well. He's motored towards 31 of 14. 4 overs done. 53 with the loss. We need one more over.
One more over, that's it. They're well in excess of any reasonable par score. Yeah, there you go, the par score after 5 overs. If you've lost 1 wicket, is 27. They're way ahead of that. They would have to lose 5 wickets in this over and not score a single run to lose this game. That's how far ahead they are in this contest. And of course, this is going to be a very useful net run rate boost as well. Provided, of course, that Kuwait get over the line.
It's going to be Bipin Kumar bowling from that harbour end. The over number 5. Still 2 more overs of power play. You want to get as many runs as possible on the board.
Bang down the ground. And it goes just past the side screen. Another maximum.
Brilliant striking ability from Clinto Anto. What a shot. Look at that one. Straight bat. Just missing the side screen by Abuska.
Oh, they're a terrifically entertaining side, Kuwait. They've got firepower at the top, firepower in the middle. They're late order as well. They love going big. A genuine threat to any team in T20 cricket. On the leg side this time. Oh, run out chance. Again, no direct hit there.
Ravija had given up. He was halfway down the track when that was hit. The fielder had all the stumps to aim at. As you can see, directed, and Ravija was straight back into the hut.
Tell you what, fantastic camera work as well to capture how close that was. Good stuff from Cricket Hong Kong China in-house production team. Bringing you 2 matches a day. The HK Men's T20I series, proudly supported by India Club. Bipin. He backs away. Clinto Anto goes all the way yet again. Arms up from Niaz Ali.
What a shot. This time gave himself all the room he could. And takes over Bipin. A half a dozen. Clean striking. He's on 43 of just 17 deliveries. Clinto Anto.
He's absolutely broken the back of this run chase. Dominant. This is textbook power play batting. We lost a ball. That's going to cost us around $65 US to replace that ball.
I reckon we've lost a few of them. Even in the first innings, some good strikes by Shahzeb, Jobber.
Anshi Rath as well, got a hold of a couple.
Oh, he's been in some fine touches, isn't he?
3 balls left in the 5th. Watchful, again picks up that single.
Yeah, punches that one off the back foot for a quick one.
They seem to have great understanding, this pair.
You know, they've played a lot of cricket together. They have been the regular openers for Kuwait since last year. And I'm sure that coordination is there. There's a lot of practice before the tours. There's a lot of match simulations as well. Game scenarios being practiced. I'm sure that singles are something that the openers work around.
Works it away. Again, a quick single. Bit of a misfield there as well. It's not going to cost them an extra run. But I like what Ravija's doing as well. I think he's recognizing there's no need for both of us to go hell for leather here. He's more than happy picking up the single, getting his partner back on strike. Anto just one big hit away from a half century.
What a knock this has been. 44 of 18 and counting. Here comes the final delivery.
Full toss. Easy pickings. Whipped away on the leg side for 4. Big over that. 18 coming off that. And Harman, we're going to get a result here at TKRG.
Yeah, that was a loose delivery. And Clinto wasn't missing out on that one. He's in some sublime touch. And he's got bulk of the runs as well out of the 71. He's on 48. Just 19 deliveries. And I can finally say that Clinto Anto has arrived in Hong Kong.
He's arrived in style. What more can you ask of if you're Mohammad Aslam, the skipper? They won the toss. They decided to bowl first. They bowled Qatar out cheaply. And they've absolutely just attacked this power play.
And
got a top score of 75 in T20 internationals, does Anto. Could go past that today.
has just got 2 half centuries before this. On the verge of his third T20I 50. Still early days into his career.
We have change in bowling. Mujib on with his left arm spin.
Mujibur Rahman batted well. Had that quick cameo alongside Shahzaib, that 55 runs plus partnership. And Ravija, he likes batting against spinners.
Eased away. A dot ball to that cover fielder. Last over of the power play. 5 balls left. Fielders in the circle. Is he going to go big? Yeah, probably. In the air. Oh, just short of that same man. In the covers, he slipped as well. Slippery outfield.
Yeah, that was Jobber there. Unable to clutch onto that one. Brings back the danger man Clinto on strike. A couple of runs shy from his third T20I 50. 48 of 19 is what he's got. On the other side, Ravija's got 15 of 14.
That's in the air. Just clearing that man at point. He's going to have to run back and cut this off. No, he can't. 50 up here for Clint Anto of just 20 deliveries. Picking up yet another boundary. And he's dominated this run chase. The Kuwaiti opener. Fantastic stuff at the top of the order.
Yeah, that's his third T20I 50 as well. Clinto Anto anchoring this innings, I would say. Aggressive from the right word go. And what a knock this has been for the youngster. He's got the best score of 75. He's got all the chances to get that upgraded today. Oh, shot. That is a shot and a half. Making room and going over the park. A half a dozen. Straight towards the police station.
I think that's the shot of the day. 100% shot of the day there. Clinto Anto. 58 off 21. Look at that score. They're into the 80s. We're back live now. Pulled away. Oh, it's going to be another boundary. You cannot stop this man. Not in this mood.
Not with that length, of course. That was very unwavered. And look at that one. Easy one, that one. Well, before this game, as per Aaron's stats, he had scored just 57. And he's doubled that one just in one game. And good signs for Kuwait. He's on 62 of 22. This is what he's been known for back at home. And they'll be more than pleased, him performing at this international stage.
Watchful. Hey, he's going to farm the strike here. Shy at the stumps. Oh, we're going to get overthrows. They're going to come back for a second. Just adding insults to injury there. End of a very, very productive power play here for Kuwait. They're 88 for none after 6.
17 of that over of Mujib. Is also the last over of power play. And well, they have been dominating right from the word go. There was no stopping whatsoever.
And just in the background, I can see, yep, Nepal's team, they've arrived here at TKRG. A big game coming up in the afternoon. The home side against Nepal. You're going to see more Nepali fans walking in to TKRG as well in anticipation of the blockbuster game here in the group stages. But for now, the only blockbuster out there is that man at the non-striker's end, Clinto Anto. 64 of 23. Lord have mercy.
And there you can see the Nepal team, led by their captain Rohit Paudel. Irshad, he bowled well in the previous game, picked up 4 wickets. Oh, that set him straight towards the gut region. Starts off with a dot ball. You can see a little bit of movement as well. That's what Ravija has been saying. And Ravija, just a boundary away from completing his 2000 T20I runs.
I wonder if he knows that.
Well, I think he's the man who doesn't really play for the records. As far as I know him, he's someone who just believes in batting well, doing well for the team, and not really watchful of those personal milestones. It's the kind of quality that he brings in. Very aggressive, very fearful.
He's a better man than I am, Harman.
Oh, drop catch. It was Jobber yet again. Having a tough day at the office, isn't he?
Yeah, you can't drop that at this level or any level, really. As easy as they come. And what do you say? It's been that kind of day for Qatar. With the exception of one partnership there between Shahzaib and Mujib, nothing else has really gone to plan for them today.
They surely have struggled. Oh, dances down. He's hit that in the air. There's a chance. Just short from Abrar.
Yeah, chose not to go for the catch there, Abrar. It's never easy diving forward. Probably saved himself a trip to the dentist.
You can see in the background, Nepal team, very relaxed. It's a big game. The home team, Hong Kong versus Nepal. Very interesting game.
It's getting brighter. It's getting brighter, Harman.
Good signs. Good signs.
Touch wood.
Oh, he's being cleaned up. That search for 2000 T20I runs will stay till the next game, as Ravija has been dismissed. I beg your pardon. 90 for the loss of 1.
Yes, finally something to cheer about here for Kuwait. You miss, I hit. That easy.
And exposes all 3 stumps.
You got to give them credit, though. You got to give Ravija credit. Team man. Going for that big win, going for that big hit. Nonetheless, he walks back to the dugout. It's 90 for 1 as Meet Bhavsar walks in at 3.
35 to win. They're just around 7 over. So probably that 12 overs is what Nimish told at the halfway stage. Looks like very achievable at the moment. Probably they'll be eyeing another 4 overs max.
Yeah, probably.
If they don't lose wickets, if you get that wicket of Clinto, might just change the game a little bit. As the new batter might take some time to adjust to the outing, know the surface a little bit.
Correct. I'm going to take a quick look at that points table. Kuwait's net run rate right now is 0.063. Hong Kong sitting pretty at 1.37. Nepal 1.08. I get the feeling at the conclusion of that contest, this contest rather, that NRR is going to jump up to 1.52, maybe even higher.
So, in that scenario, Kuwait wins this contest. The next one, Hong Kong versus Nepal. Hong Kong beats Nepal, then Nepal plays for the 3rd place.
It's down to third man. Good piece of fielding. Good stuff there. Not sure who that is at deep third. But onto that ball in a flash. Cutting off the boundary. Well, that's the best over of the innings so far for Qatar. I believe just 3 runs off it and that big wicket of Ravija as well. 91 for 1 after 7.
That was a good over from Irshad. He's been impressive. 4 wickets in the previous one. Starts this game with a wicket as well. Clinto's got 65 24. Meet has got 1 of 1. The only delivery that he's faced so far. 34 from 78.
Yeah, but I just want to go back to those permutations. Assuming Kuwait win big in this contest, the next game is a virtual semi-final. If Nepal lose, well, they could. Maybe. Nope. I took a look at the points table. If Nepal lose the next game, they're not getting into the final.
That'll be interesting.
Yeah, there you go. Winner takes all in the next game.
That will be very interesting as Bukhari comes in. Left arm spinner versus the left hand batter. And first delivery, Meet takes him away. A half a dozen. He loves batting against left arm spinners. Be it any left arm spinner, he will just take them away.
Yeah, an example of just that. Fetched it from outside off stump. And looked like he was expecting that as well. Meet Bhavsar moved across his stumps and smashed it over long on.
Another powerful strike this time. The fielder there in the deep, Ganesh, will cut that off. Clinto, 10 runs away from his highest score, 75 before this game. Can't get to his 100 though.
He's got momentum on his side, doesn't he?
Punched away. That'll just be a single. Jobber, he's been busy and has had a tough day at the office. A couple of drop catches. Not a very good over with the ball. Meet back on strike. 99 on the board.
Think he's going to go straight again. Yes, he does. Does he clear the man? Yes, he does. Smashes into that tractor over there. 100 up here for Kuwait. 105 with 2 balls left in the 8th over.
That was a brilliant strike there. Look at that one. Again, wideish length. Easy pickings for him. He's giving him a little too full there. It's under the bat. He won't mind that. Any given day, any given surface. Moves to 14 or 4. I like that intent. Aggressive. Probably has got that message from the dugout to finish it off. Wrap this game as soon as possible. Goes again. This time finds the fielder. Jasim with a little happy dance as well as Bukhari strikes. That was a good catch, wasn't it?
Yeah, did well, nice and steady. Good balance there. Something to cheer for here for Qatar. Seems like it's a little bit too late. A useful 14 for Meet Bhavsar. Kuwait 105 for 2.
As Meet goes, it's going to be the wicketkeeper batter Usman Ghani Patel joining Clinto in the centre with just 20 more to win. It has been a high-class performance from Kuwait, first with the ball, then with the bat as well, especially with the way Clinto batted at the top. And well supported by Meet as well for that quick cameo 14 or 5. You'll take that.
Yeah, if you're going to get runs, get him quick. That's exactly what Meet did. Clinto Anto, a strong contender for player of the match here. It's tough to think of who in that bowling group would get it.
Anudeep, I feel, picked up 3 wickets at the top.
Yeah, they really shared the wickets around though, didn't they? Kuwait. Yeah, the debutant as well, 4 overs, none for 13. Brilliant spell that.
Eight overs done, 106 for the loss of 2. Another stat update coming in from the man himself, Aaron Bush. Jasim, before this tournament, had taken 2 international catches. But after 3 days being in Hong Kong, he's added 5 more. Likes Hong Kong. Everybody likes Hong Kong. From the visiting team. This looks like a very early wrap-up into this contest. We still have 12 overs and just 19 runs to win. I'm sure Usman is also going to go for the big shots.
Why wouldn't he? Nothing to lose here. They're going to get a big boost to the net run rate here, Kuwait. Chances of making the final rather, are going to receive a huge boost. Usman Patel playing a miss.
That's a good delivery. Irshad has been the only bowler that has impressed all of us. He's got a good mix bag of deliveries. He's been bowling them up. He's also been bowling the slower ones quite well. He's got a bouncer as well, full length. Picked up wickets as well for Qatar. and also early days for him in his international career.
Oh, edged and taken. Wickets in quick succession here for Qatar. Usman Patel, it was short and not that sweet. Edges behind for one.
I was enticed to play that drive, only to edge that towards Shazib. And that is the wicket number 3 falling. Quick successions and wickets coming in for Qatar. They will not mind that. Another one added on to the board of Irshad. Usman will be disappointed just getting that 1 run on the board, which might bring in Bilal Tahir, who's known as the finisher. And right way to finish off this one. 3 sixes. Previous outing got 32 of just 13 deliveries against Nepal. Batted really, really well. And who knows it better than you, who has called a number of games last year in Hong Kong when they were visiting.
Absolutely. Picked up at least one Man of the Match award in his last outing to Hong Kong. A couple of other times he was close. He was close.
And that came in a losing way. They didn't win that game. He told me the other day, and he's like, Paji, I got a player of the match despite being on the losing side. The left-hander.
I tell you what, it's partner who might take home that Player of the Match trophy. Medal, I apologize.
Clinto Anto.
Clinto Anto.
Surely he set the stage the way they wanted that achieving of the target in 12 overs. You got to credit this man, the way he batted. Other batters have struggled, I feel. If you see, Ravija was run a ball. Meath looked pretty good, but again found the fielder. Well, I think it was sacrificing his wicket because going for the big shots for the team.
Single to kick off his innings. Ooh, direct hit. He's in quite easily. Anto.
Very rare to see Bilal take a single.
And big Bilal, big powerful Bilal.
Taken 3 catches as well.
Yeah, he had one not so nice misfield in that first innings, but he more than made up for it. That's one thing I noticed in that Qatari innings. Kuwait, so good in the field, especially when they were riding that boundary. 18 more to win. Oh, nearly got a nick on that. 2 balls left in the 9th over. It's been a successful over so far. Arshad, the pick of the bowlers so far here for Qatar.
2 for 4. Very impressive in a high-scoring first 10 overs. Not easy to bowl, but he has aced it, I would say. A good find for Qatar. A lot of positives as well as they go from here. A few finds that they'll really want to nurture. Oh, good shot. Commentators curse, as they say. But well, Clinto dancing down, hits it away.
Did a really good job to pick the slower one. Here, Arshad. Right idea, but right execution there from Anto. Another maximum for the dangerous right-hander. Just 4 runs away from what would be his highest score in T20I cricket. I dare say one of his better knocks in the format. Definitely, well, not a challenging target for Kuwait, but the challenge for them was to get there in around 12 or 13 overs. It looks like they're going to do that.
Yeah, they look very close to that. They're already 113, 12 away. It's a matter of 2 big hits for a batter like Clinto. And 3 runs away from his career best score as well. 75 is his current highest score.
Spoil the over a bit. 7 off it.
Hits that over covers. Has he got enough? No, he doesn't. Abrar with the catch. And 3rd wicket for Irshad as Clinto finds the fielder as he departs for his well-made 72.
Yeah, didn't quite get the distance on that, did Clinto Anto. Probably the only mistake he's made in a bright and breezy And fantastic knock of 72 in just 28 balls. Kuwait, they're 113 for 4 after 9.
Omar Abdullah will be joining his cousin Bilal in the center. 2 big hits.
Oh, blimey.
Parshad, what a bowler. 3 for 10 in his only 2 overs that he's bowled so far. Clinto will get all the applause from his team, the players, the management, and a very proud moment for him as well, the way he's batted.
Yeah, without a doubt. High stakes as well. It's the final day of group stage action at the HK Men's T20I series, proudly supported by the India Club of Hong Kong. Ganesh into the attack. Looking to slow things up here, Qatar.
And this is the last over before the drinks break. Probably Kuwait will be looking to finish it off before that. And Bilal, with a spinner on, he'll be eyeing for those 2 big hits. 12 of 66.
I would say I'm just surveying the field.
Let's have a quick prediction hat. What's the first delivery going to be?
I think it's going to be wide of off. And I think he's going to try and go down the ground. That's my prediction.
Well, you had called it really, really well. It was well wide of the batter. He was looking to go down the ground, but it's a dot ball. So you get 1 point for that. Let's go for the second one.
Yeah, I think it's going to be 6 points for Bilal right now. Not quite.
Not quite. Just the 1 run. Got that from the toe end of the bat. Again, he's adjusting towards that wide-ish length. It's probably the shorter side of the boundary as well behind the bowler. Has got both long off and a long on, both wide from their standard position. Umar, well, he's been not getting those runs in this tournament so far. 2 games, has scored just 1 run so far. That's a good strike towards the deep mid-wicket. Ikram saves that. Will only be a single.
Yeah, again, good camera work there from our crew.
Following the ball well.
All in-house.
Big shout out to the production team, to all the members of the camera team, the director, the producer. That's a biggie. Oh dear, that's got a fair amount of distance covered. A half a dozen. Leaves us 1 boundary away from the victory.
Yeah, big Bilal goes. Bang! That's how you do it. That's what he's known for. 4 runs away from victory. And it looks like they might just do it before the halfway point.
It's 4 of 62 deliveries. That's a good amount of a margin, I would say, for a win. You'll take that any given day. If you are a Kuwaiti supporter, it's going to be a wide. Well outside the trend line.
And make that 3 of 62. Required run rate of, say, around 0.27. Runs over 0.29. I'm not that far away.
Lovely mat out there. Very watchful. Just a single. So just 2 more needed. Final delivery before the drinks break.
Some of the Hong Kong players as well. Rolling into TKRG. Interesting to see Nepal here nice and early. They were in at 11 a.m.
Yeah, probably sensed that this would be an early finish. They'll get the time to warm up a little bit. Much earlier. Oh, that was a good shot. Cracking sound of the bat, and that should be the winning runs as well, courtesy of Umar Abdullah. Kuwait win this contest by 6 wickets, and quite a comprehensive victory this one.
Take a look at that winning shot again. Too easy. And it races into the boundary. A convincing win here for Kuwait. They bowled out Qatar for 123. They've chased this target down in exactly 10 overs. Look at that batting card, 72 right up top from Clinto Anto. 7 maximums, 5 boundaries. He was undoubtedly the headline act in this second innings.
Yeah, there was some good contribution there from Meet as well. 14 of 5, 2 sixes. Bilal and Umar both stay unbeaten there. A 6 for Bilal, 9 of 5, and Umar getting 5 of 2, including that boundary. 10 overs, and Kuwait chase it down with 127 for the board. The loss of 4 wickets. Not much to speak about the bowlers apart from those figures from Irshad. 3 for 10 in his 2 overs. Jay was very, very impressive. Bukhari, just that 1 over, 1 for 15, that wicket of Meet. Apart from that, economy. No bowler less than 12. Very surprising.
There you have it. Final equation. Kuwait win by 6 wickets with 10 overs to spare. Quick look at that match summary. Bowled out for 124. Anudeep taking 3 for 15. Shafiq 2 for 17. Nimish Latif 2 for 33. And you don't see another name on that board. The debutant as well, taking none for 13 and 4 overs. And in the second innings, it was the Clinto Anto show. A regulation victory here for Kuwait.
And the points table, let's have a quick look at that one. Kuwait at the moment at the top, 3 games, 2 wins and a loss for them. That net run rate very healthy at the moment. 1.797.
Yeah, it's tough to see how they miss out on the final. I don't believe they will, which makes that next game between Nepal and Hong Kong, China, a virtual semi-final. And of course, if that game is rained out, then Nepal will go through to the final and face Kuwait tomorrow. So the stakes are very, very high. We've got an eye on the forecast. And I tell you what, I don't want to see rain. I want to see that second game of the day happen. I want that virtual semi-final.
So is me. I want to see that game. It's going to be a cracking contest. Hong Kong versus Nepal. Hong Kong know the conditions well. And Nepal has a little bit of struggle on these kind of wickets. Although Kushal Bhurtal has been in the form of his life. He's been batting really well. Previous game against Kuwait stole the show away. And there's a lot of batters in that lineup. Dipinder Singh Airy cannot be missing out that name. 35 of just 11 or 12 deliveries. Took that game completely away from Kuwait. And these are the players that you want to look towards. And Hong Kong has got some good names as well. They got Anshuman back in form. That's really good to see. He's been, I would not say he's back in form. I would say he's been in some sublime form throughout. He's been doing really well from the past.
But he's stepped it up. He's stepped it up now.
Good signs. Babar Hayat back in form. He told me in the last game, I had a short interview with him, completed his 2000 T20I runs. And the first thing he told us, I'm more than happy that I'm back in form. I can contribute for the team.
Yeah.
You've got Nazakat. You've got Yaseem Murtaza. You've got Ehsan Khan, the man with the golden arm. You've got a youngster, Kalhan Chalu, who's very promising talent.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And then you've got Zishan Ali as well, who's striking well inside of the power play. He is someone that I really like watching. You've got Azaz Khan. He missed out in the previous game, wasn't feeling well, I reckon. So that's a lot of talent in that pool and that pace bowlers. You've got Ayush Shukla. You've got Atiq Rahman, I beg your pardon. That's a lineup to watch out against a very poised Nepal side as well.
Absolutely. And remember, Nepal have never won a trophy in Hong Kong. They want to get that monkey off their back. But Hong Kong, they've done it before. They've done it before.
As they say, there's always a first time.
In any case, it's been a pleasure having you with us for the first game of the day. Do stick around for the player of the match presentation.
India Club has been the cornerstone of the community since our formal registration in 1967. Initially focused on Indian community, we have embraced a diverse membership that reflects the multicultural fabric of Hong Kong. Membership at the club is open to all nationalities. We believe sports brings peoples together. We have 2 international tennis courts, and then we have 1 badminton court. We have a gym, we have function rooms, and a restaurant serving delicious ethnic Indian food. Cricket has found a new home in India Club. In the last 4 years, we have grown from 1 net to 6 nets, and we are the only club in Hong Kong to have 6 cricket nets, of which 2 nets are with actual turf.
Actually, we started our club in 2020. That time we have only 1 junior team and 1 senior team. We have now 11 junior teams. We have Saturday League 2 senior teams, and Sunday League also we got it last year. And we have a women's team we are also getting from last 2 years. So we're doing well, and we are just improving day by day, and that's our plan is to get more teams in junior league and senior league as well.
Morning, Yasip. All right, everyone's here. You guys will have to throw to me because I don't have a headset in. Yeah, so you'll give me the 3, 2, 1. You have to tell me. Game 5 of the Cricket Hong Kong China T20I series, proudly supported by India Club, is in the books, and a big win for Kuwait. We're going to have a chat to the captains and then do the player of the match presentation. We'll start with the captain for Qatar, Ikramullah. Please come in and we'll have a chat about today's game. Thanks for joining us again. And it was a tough day out there for the Qatar side.
Yeah, of course. Their bowlers did a really, bowling well, right on the spot, and they outclassed us in the batting.
Yeah, the 124 on the board, probably not enough today.
Yeah, of course, it's not enough. We are thinking, 160 plus. So, apart from that, yes, definitely I'll give credit to their bowlers.
And you got a few wickets there late in getting the top order out at least, so that's something to take away.
Yeah, of course, the top order, especially in power play. So we didn't utilize the power play, especially in the last game and today also. So definitely as a young side, so we will work on that. So inshallah, definitely we will, we have a tomorrow match also. So we will try our best.
Yes, we will see you in the morning's match tomorrow, 3rd versus 4th. Captain Ikramullah for Qatar. Now we'll have a chat to the captain from Kuwait, Mohammed Aslam, coming to join us. And he'll be a very happy captain, I'm sure. How did you feel the team went today?
Yeah, really grateful. One under pressure we played with the, August also. They are not favor, but this is end up with our favor.
It was pretty clinical. You bowled them out inside the 20 overs and then chased it down in ease. Didn't even get to the drinks break there. So it was a good all-round effort.
Yeah, definitely. That's why we won the toss and elect to bowl first, because we need to keep first thing is low score, and after that we're planning. We have a hitting department is our strong, so we chased easily.
Now, I'm not sure, we've only just finished the game, if anyone's managed to tell you, but you have guaranteed a spot in tomorrow's afternoon final, first versus second. You're currently sitting top of the table with a big point difference.
Yeah, thank you very much. Thank you a lot.
Okay, we will see. Oh, before you go, one more question. I saw you got injured out in the field. Is it a rib, or did you land on the ball? What happened there, and how are you feeling?
Yeah, actually, I felt on the ball a little bit pain. We have a physio now. X-ray also need to take after this match. Let's see if I feel better. I will play next match also.
Well, congratulations today, Captain Aslam. We'll see him in the final tomorrow. We don't know who they will play yet. You'll have to stick around for this afternoon's game. Now it's time for player of the match, and to present, it was the on-field umpire, but he's also the junior head coach of India Club, Niaz Ali, coming in to present. Thank you very much, Niaz, for joining us. Switched out of the umpire uniform into the India Club uniform, and of course, the winner of the player of the match in Game 5, Clinto Anto, with that 72 off 28. What an innings it was. Step across while they take the photos for social media, and then we'll have a chat to Clinto. And thank you to Niaz. Clinto, what an innings that was. It was very entertaining.
First of all, thank you for the award. The wicket was very nice to bat. That's why he scored this score, 28 from 72.
You had 57 runs in the first two games, so you blew past that in this one and going right up to the top of the table in the batting charts at the moment.
Yeah, sure. I will try for the tabletop. That means run getter, both must.
Well, congratulations today. Player of the match, Clinto Anto with a 72. He'll be back in action as well for the final tomorrow afternoon. Don't forget the big game this afternoon starting at 1:30 p.m. It's Nepal versus Hong Kong, China. The winner probably will go through and take on Kuwait tomorrow afternoon. Make sure you join us from the toss at 1 p.m. But until then, Aaron Bush signing off.